Hello, it's me, the DM. We're playing Tesseract. I was over there just chilling and not doing anything gross. So we're going to get right into the game. We have a few announcements. The first one is that we're cutting out all the breaks. After we're done recording, we're going to go in, we're going to edit
Such a great
them.
announcement!
Yes.
Thank you so much!
You know what's going to be really weird, though? Is the people who watch this after we've already done it.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Okay.
Well,
they
no,
didn't cut out the breaks? What lazy bastard.
That doesn't mean
Okay.
that we're cutting out
You know
the
what's
breaks
another
while we're
really good
playing.
announcement? Tyler Grubb, who just donated $20 to the stream.
Thank you,
Tyler.
Tyler.
Thank
I love you.
so much. You were awesome. You did it before we were live. Like, here you go. Like,
That's
I
special place
have,
for
a
you.
new, I have a new favorite Tyler.
Oh.
20 psychic damage
To
to Tyler.
Paul has an announcement.
He does.
Paul?
What's going on in your life, Paul?
Lots of stuff.
All right, Colton, what's your
There's
announcement?
our fact of the week.
No,
actually-
a lot of
Paul
stuff
has a
going
life.
on in Paul's life.
My fun fact of the week
I think what Paul's announcement that he forgot was just how much he loves easy roller dice.
Easy roller dice.
It's true. These dice are.
Easy roll of
really
dice.
Oh my
nice.
I don't even
These
know
are like
this.
white
So good.
and
I
like
don't
go
have
with
any
my
out. What
palette.
is wrong with me?
Hey, they'd be perfect for Halloween. Just get an easy roll of dice and put it instead of candy. And then also tell them to tune in to our Halloween game that Tyler will be running.
Whoa, what a great segue!
I know, right?
Wow.
That's
It's like
3
we
in a
didn't
row.
plan it at all.
You can get specialized easy roller dice for the Halloween game
Well,
coming up.
no, but they work just for it. But yeah, no, I think we're doing that on Halloween Day,
Halloween
right?
night.
Hallow-
I think we're
Halloween-
starting at 9.
Halloween night, 9 p.m. Pacific. So
Yeah,
sorry,
Lynch
East
Yes.
Coasters, we're
So,
starting at midnight for you.
Neglect your children. Don't take them out trick-or-treating. Put them in the room, lock the door, and tune in.
And
Or-
watch us play Dungeons.
Or if you're on the East Coast, it'll be midnight, so you'll be back with a buttload of candy that you can just eat while you watch us.
No, it's pretty awesome. We have character art that was done by Gabe De La Soul.
Who's in the chat right now.
He's super
He's
cool.
in the chat right now,
Super awesome.
and he is also on our Discord consistently.
And we'll start talking about our characters pretty soon if Tyler wants us to. Tyler is the dungeon master for the game, and it'll be me.
Not the
and
$20 Tyler.
Yeah.
Spencer
The cheap one.
and Tim.
Nope.
And
What? I'm not in it.
It's
You're in
Logan
it, not
and-
Tim. Tim's not in it.
Logan.
And Colton playing. So screw you, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
And one last thing, we have a merch store. We have sweaters and
Yeah,
zip
none
ups
of us are wearing merch right now,
and
but
no one's wearing shirts.
hey,
we have
there's a
dice
sticker.
bags.
We don't
have
even have
stickers,
merch. That's
different
a different
stickers.
channel.
I'm wearing the
stickers.
XP level 3 underwear.
We
so-
don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
those.
We have stickers. They're
Tim is
pretty
just
dope.
kind of weird.
I'm wearing XP
I don't
level
know
3
if you can see this or not.
So.
Yeah.
Do this.
Oh my gosh.
And socks, because socks are great.
Socks are pretty
And
cool.
beanies and
And
hats.
beanies and
Can,
hats.
can you guys
Get-
I
like
think
buy
the
me some
hats aren't
socks?
done yet,
Get
though.
some socks
Just
for
like
the
a 12
Halloween
pack.
game.
Yeah, give socks to the children that come to your door.
You know what I'm gonna need socks for? Is when we switch the dates next week between Tesseract and Sunder, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need fresh socks.
That-
Yeah, me too.
That's
That's
right.
right, that's
Next
right.
week,
It's an
next
odd
week,
reason to do that.
Tesseract will be on Friday and Sunder on Saturday because
Schedules.
schedules.
Scheduling.
I work a job that isn't this, and that job hates me sometimes with scheduling.
We were all free last night and up till like the last hour, and we are just like, screw it, let's go kill Tiamat in Marshall's
Yeah, it was
house.
like an hour left. It was like, hey, turns out I'm not going 4 hours south today. Oh,
So,
alright.
ooh.
4 hours south. But still
Wow, those are
same
some
state.
great segues, guys.
Yay.
If only I had a fun fact today that just would make this day so much better.
No, I don't want to do it.
Fun fact.
Fun
Fun
fact.
fact.
You
All
have to-
alcohol
Look.
is a fermented like
Yes.
fruit or like vegetable, like potatoes. That's
Is
vodka.
rice a fruit or vegetable, Paul?
It's a grain.
Okay.
It's a food.
Oh.
All alcohol is food.
All alcohol is food.
Man, we are just educating
I
everyone
need
with
only
We're so
two.
Constant
What
fun
is your
facts.
actual fun fact of the day? Luke?
I prepared it an hour ago. Did you know there is an instrument not many people know about called the kitchen sponge? And when you play it, it makes little to no sound.
What kind of sound does it make?
Kind of spongy. It's really faint.
Oh, okay. All right.
Logan, I have a question. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
That depends on your religious views, Paul.
We leveled up. Can we roll for our
Yes.
hit dice?
Yes, they leveled up because
Woo!
they leveled up.
Hey, we should do a recap, right?
Yeah, we-
Let's roll our hit dice first.
We got
5
to the
minutes
city.
in.
We got to the city we've been trying to go to for
7
3
days.
weeks.
Yeah.
And we met
Roll.
a paladin.
Yeah, we met a paladin. I think that's.
Oh
what
my
I
god!
rolled an 11.
Oh, okay.
Mine's a D8, right?
Yes.
Altair's luck is just
Colton,
incredible.
playing this game
Wait,
is gonna make me
It's
hate
supposed to
you.
be Paul.
Did you get a 1?
You got a 2. You can't re-roll 2.
It was Paul's turn, right? It was Paul's turn?
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah, no, it
yeah,
was
you
Paul's
skipped
turn.
it.
It was Paul's turn. It was Paul's turn.
You skipped it.
That was just fun. That was just
I
fun.
really hope that this is like the first episode that a lot of people see. Is just
That's a 10.
Yay!
Dang.
Nice.
So you add 10
I'm
health
happy.
plus your con mod.
Go. Or
Oh,
you take
zero.
you too.
Golly
Okay,
gee,
so you
I
had
didn't roll yet, you know? That's
That's a
better.
7.
Why would you
2.
just go? That's better. That's really good.
A lot better.
20 minutes ago I was really professional, getting everything organized, setting up the stream,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a train wreck. 5 minutes in, 6 minutes.
What did you expect?
A
What
train
did you
wreck.
expect?
I don't know.
Do you need me to like whip these guys into shape or?
No, but if you could just hold me after
Try
the
me,
stream, that
bitch.
would
All
help.
right. I got an 8, so
Nice.
Job.
yeah.
Oh.
Screw your 7.
Awesome.
Just
That's
for,
why I
for,
only was
for
like,
Logan's
oh.
knowledge, I have 63 health now.
Yeah, now that I know that everyone rolled really well, I'm just gonna bring
only got a
Demogorgon
2.
out the front gate
I
every
only
game.
got a 2.
Okay.
Abris would like to become friends with the Demogorgon and just, hang out.
I'm just
Everest
gonna,
never gets targeted.
It's because everyone
She's
thinks
either a
I'm
bear or
sweet.
she's tiny.
I'm gonna pray to Jen to kill that thing. Just like, yo, hey,
Jen,
God of death, help.
Get that guy.
Yeah.
Gotta
But
get that guy.
As of now, I can turn into a giant elk and have like 80 hit points. So, also a giant constrictor snake
You're
and
gonna.
have 95 hit points.
You guys-
I'm weak. I'm weak. Stop.
You guys aren't allowed in combat anymore.
Also,
Oh,
Story
okay.
days.
We just have to charm everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. With our natural charismas.
Alright.
Take charm.
My
person.
I have
charisma of
43
12.
health in the lucky feet.
What's your charisma?
Not great.
Recap.
Yes.
Yeah, what's
We
our...
went through for a while.
Hold on.
We went on that trip.
We'll roll a d5.
And I
Please,
showed
not
up.
me.
Is it me?
Hey, what's up?
All right.
What do we do?
So
roll a
we,
D5.
we met a paladin as we were traveling with Rico on our way to Latins.
Layton's.
Layton's.
Do you know the
Layton's.
paladin's name?
I wrote it down.
It
But-
sounds very,
Conrad.
very much... Yes.
Yes.
Conrad.
Yeah, Conrad
Conrad.
Silverwood.
Yep.
And his fabulous horse Lou.
Lou.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Was
so
fabulous.
basically, the majority of what I remember was a lot of traveling. Snake Man came again, and then
Yeah.
vanished.
Snake Man.
We had a long conversation with Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer, what else happened?
We made it to the city.
There we go. We made it to the city.
We found out. No, that was 2 games ago. Never mind. We made it. Yeah, we made it to the edge of the city.
And we found out that we are not good at climbing.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's very true.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, I
Not
found
good
out
at-
Some
Conrad-
of you are.
Organizing climbing
My,
events.
my boars are not good at climbing.
We spent 45 minutes climbing a rock face.
Yes, you did.
Hey, was that my event? That rock climb?
Was it your event?
The one that because we all suggested events or whatever.
Yes.
Didn't.
Okay. I completely forgot about it.
All right.
Mine were way worse. I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys were tame.
Mine was the bullets.
I was like, we go through a flower field, we all fall asleep, and then pixies tried to steal our money.
No, not my coins.
That one would have been rough.
Yeah.
All right. Day 7 is winding to an end. You are standing outside of the gate with about 12 stone drakes that have recently been turned so because a password was spoken that no one will likely remember, and it
Yoko
sounds
Deus.
kind of silly.
Go Deo.
I love you. But yes, that's what it was.
Can I talk?
Most of the time, yes, you can.
Is that
You're smart.
Three
Write
go.
everything down.
into
'Cause you
telling me
are.
the password? I'm just gonna be like, so what was that password again?
It's none of your business.
It was.
And as you're asking him, darkness begins to explode and fill the hallway that you're standing in. You are
We're in a
We're in a
hallway.
hallway?
What?
you are under a waterfall,
Mhm.
sort of facing a large wall that rises up very, very high. And there's a hallway before you that appeared when the password was spoken.
Okay.
And now the hallway and under the waterfall is filled with darkness.
Oh. Oh no.
Is it magical?
Yes.
Um,
Amidst the roaring waters that are rushing behind you, For a brief moment, you hear the echo of footsteps running.
There's someone coming.
I'm gonna use a divine sense.
Okay. What does that do?
If I'm correct, that just like detects good or evil.
It detects celestials, fiend, fae, or undead within 60 feet of him,
Yes.
and tells him what type they are. So if it's like an undead or a fiend or a fae.
Okay. And is it singular or is it everything within a radius?
Everything within 60 feet.
Okay.
And the way it is, like, if
Playing
it's
a paladin.
like undead, it's like a horror, or like evil, it's like a horrible stench.
Mhm.
But if it's like good, it's like a nice.
Okay.
Sound
He
or
becomes
something.
aware of which type it is.
Yeah.
Are you aware of where it is?
Yes.
Okay. So filling the darkness, very close to you for a brief moment, you smell the scent of flowers, and this smell is very strong. It makes you feel at home for a moment. And then a faint stench, an odor, begins to sort of waft its way toward you and emanate. It smells rotten.
Okay, I'm gonna take my sword out and
Okay.
tell everybody, hey, there's something evil that way.
Okay. It is still covered in darkness. No one can see.
Okay.
Aber's the footsteps echo and vanish away.
Like they went back in through the hallway?
Yes.
I think it
Hey,
left.
Rico, do you know what's going on?
I have no idea what's going on.
It's just like a defensive measure.
No, this didn't happen last time.
Are we in the city?
No,
Do you
we're
think it's
going
the
into
people that
the
took
city.
over
We're
the
outside.
town?
You
The people
cast-
in the metal?
You cast magic, right? This
Ye-
is,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure this
Do you
is
remember?
a magic. Do you think you could dispel this? It's a magical darkness.
There
I'm
was
pretty sure I
like a
can't see
city
through it.
taken over?
Normally I have the way to see through this type of stuff.
No, I have very limited abilities.
Rico,
Of course you
Rico, Rico.
Rico, you want to go scout it out?
Do you
come
remember
forward?
the people saying that their city got destroyed by men in like metal suits?
Talking about Cloudtail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
think that it's this? Them here?
I don't hear anyone.
He said he was detecting something evil.
No, this city's protected by the Dragon King. They wouldn't try this. No one even knows about this city.
Yeah, well, we gotta doubt that now.
Well, do you know how to get through here from memory?
It's straightforward so long as we can find our way forward. And then as you're talking, the darkness begins to fade away slowly.
Or maybe we don't have to just walk forward.
Is it still like dim
What's that?
light, where like you need like a light or something to find your way through the hallway? Or
Now there is some
I have dark vision. Sorry.
Yes. So those of you with dark vision would be able to see fully down the hallway. The sun is setting. It's near the end of the day as you guys are approaching this. And as the darkness completely fades, you can see down the hallway pretty fine. And lights begin to ignite along the sides of the hallway and draw to the end. It looks like about 100 feet down.
The torches?
Yes. It's magical lights, sort of like dancing lights along the hallway.
How long is it?
100 feet.
seems safe to me. I'm gonna put my sword away and kind of walk forward.
Okay.
I mean, nowhere to go but straight, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'll look over it. Although, you know what that was?
I mean, it was just darkness and like footsteps. I don't really know what it was. Did it remind me of the snake person? Like the darkness?
Roll intelligence. And it was only Abras who heard the footsteps, I believe, heard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Passive.
Sorry. I never said that. 9.
No. This seemed a lot stronger, you'd think.
Okay.
The other guy just sort of had like a small aura around him to mask him.
With the footsteps, did I hear like any like? Did it sound like they were wearing armor?
No.
Or did I just hear footsteps?
It was very faint. The water is very loud. It's a rushing waterfall.
Okay, so, what? What's going on?
Pretty much. All right. You guys enter the solitudinous city of Layton's. As you finish this hallway and you walk all the way to the end, instead of being underground, where you would assume this was because it was more or less a mountain and a plateau above you, it is a ravine. You can see the sky. It's now sort of beginning to become enveloped in starlight, more so than the setting sun. Above you, there's a network of caves that rise and sort of fill into the walls. In front of you, at the base of this ravine, it's very beautiful. It's sort of a Renaissance type city. There's a lot of beautiful paintings and depictions of dragons and dragon-like creatures. Thin trails of mist float through the city, and ornate golden dragon statues are all around. There are buildings built along the row in the middle of the ravine, and it looks like people might live in the caves that rise up the sides of the wall.
It's a ravine. Is it like an opening like this, and the city goes down?
You are sort of at the base of the ravine.
Okay, so we're on the floor.
You are on the floor, yes.
And it just goes up.
Yes, it goes
So
all the way
it's
up.
kind of like just a cliffside.
It's like two cliff sides on either end.
Okay, perfect. I'm imagining it.
Okay.
Right.
All right. I hope I described it right.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
I was just making sure.
He says, "This is Layton's."
Oh, it's beautiful. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, I hadn't either. It's something else.
Well,
Do you know of a place we could like sleep?
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
oh,
It
it's been a long couple of days. I would like to sleep on a bed.
I'll see if I can get you a bed. My place where I live is sort of high up there. It's not exactly the easiest to get to, but that's what you get when you haven't been here long. And he begins to walk up the side. There's sort of a network of ladders and stairways. It takes you about 10 minutes to get up there, and you're about halfway up the ravine. And he stops, and there's a small cave, sort of like a one-room apartment.
Is this where you
He
live?
says, "Yeah, this is me."
All right, cool.
Do you know where the nearest inn is? Is there an inn here?
I don't know if we're all gonna fit in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is yours. We don't have to, crash it. We got money.
They
I don't.
they don't get visitors very much. So
With the inns? We'll get a little.
Well,
yeah, 'cause
I
you got a whole
mean-
secret entrance with the
Yeah.
darkness and stuff.
Yeah.
I might know someone. If you guys could stay here, leave your stuff here. It'll be fine. No one takes anything around here. I'll go see if I can convince someone to let you in.
All right. Yep.
And
I
he
look
walks
into my
away.
backpack and I've got like 3 things in it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not much to leave.
Besides, I carry your tent.
I'm just gonna like set my lance down because it's kind of heavy,
Okay.
and Lou isn't here to carry it around.
No, I figured you would have
Where
vanished
is
when you
Lou?
started your ascent.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
You can dispel him, right?
Yeah.
What are the people like around here? Are they humans? Are they?
The people that you did see, a few of them stopped to look at you. They look, for the most part, like commoners.
Okay.
It's a very mixed race. There's a few halflings. It looks like this whole area, because it stops in the back, it's not a ravine that goes all the way through.
Do I see any other people that are like half dragon?
Yes, actually. You would estimate there's roughly about 800 people that could live in here, rising up the sides of the wall in the base of the ravine.
Okay.
You see maybe 1 in every 10 person has draconic features.
Okay.
Some of them more so than others. Some of them just have a few like patches of scales, and some of them actually have flowing wings behind them.
All right then.
How
You
bad
said
is
Very
it?
great.
You said this place was Renaissance-like. Is it?
Hmm.
Is it like mostly caves, or are there actual buildings and like structures?
There are buildings at the base of the ravine. It looks like the caves are, for the most part, where they would do their farming sort of stuff that they would keep off the center of the town.
Okay.
The base of the ravine is essentially a network of guilds and a main street.
Okay.
At the very back, there's a very large, ornate building that he didn't describe to you, or didn't say what it was.
Mhm.
About 15 minutes pass, and Thrico comes up with a young woman. She looks about his age, and she's sort of blushing and has a faint smile as she's standing next to him. And he says, she's got a bit of room in her house. I think she'll be able to.
I walk over to her and I say, "Hello, my name's Kat. It's good to meet you. You are?"
Give me 1 second. I need to pull up her name. I have it written as just big old docs on computers. Why can't I find it? I'm very
Amelia.
professional right now.
That's your name. That is a good name.
Yes, I shall call her Amelia.
Her name is Lisu.
Lisu. very
It's
different
nice to
from
meet you.
Amelia.
That's good to meet you. You live here. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a few rooms in my home that I'll be able to sort of clear out for you.
Do we owe you anything?
No.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much.
Friend
Appreciate that.
of 3Co is a friend of mine.
Good, cool,
Can I
great.
insight?
Can I be your room?
Okay.
See
What do you
why-
want to know?
Why is
Maybe.
she so willing to just help out? 16.
She just seems like a very genuine person. There's nothing suspicious about her. She has a very bright smile.
I don't play off my flaw enough. Try to-
She's not gonna
Suspicious.
poison our soup.
So she'll take you down closer to the base of the city.
Okay.
And she leads you into a large cavern. It's built much like a Renaissance home, but with cave walls instead of wood. She leads you to the back, and there's a large set of rooms with some beds.
Okay.
My mother's a baker, so we should have something ready for you in the morning.
Oh, great. Thank you very much. We're
Like what?
very tired.
She makes cakes and breads.
I'm gonna go up to her and hand her like 2 gold pieces and say thank you. By the way, I'm Conrad Silverwood. Nice to meet you, and I shake her hand as I'm
A
giving
little
it to
frightened. But, she accepts the gold and she says, thank you.
What?
Did you hear that?
What?
Cakes.
Really?
Cakes.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible. If she needs a limit. Don't give her too much. She'll eat all of it. Don't underestimate her. She's tiny. She will eat all your food. Be careful.
Okay.
You can have as much cake as you want.
All right, well, enjoy your night's stay.
Thanks.
And she goes back to another room.
Kent like does that awkward thing. He's like, yeah, you too. Like, it's kind of weird.
Ooh.
Quick question: Does Conrad know what a halfling is? Is that
Yes,
what,
he would.
okay, never mind.
Question. How many rooms are there?
I'm a small lady.
There is one room with about 3 beds and another one with 3 beds.
Oh.
2.
A bed for my babies.
Get
So,
on it.
you, me, and them, I guess, and then
Huh?
those 3?
How many rooms are there? Sorry.
2.
2 extra rooms.
2.
Each with 3 beds.
Each with 3 beds. Nice.
I'm gonna go over to
Sure.
3Co's house. Isn't
Oh,
that
I
where
forgot
the
about 3.
are?
Wait, 3
Or is
goes
it
to
all
the
over
house.
at the southern
Yeah.
house?
Rico's got a house.
Everyone is at this woman's house and 3Co is up in his cave. So
Okay.
you're going to go back
All
up
right,
there.
dudes in one room, chicks in the other, and pigs in the room with the chicks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
a bird.
All right.
Huh?
I'm not a bird.
It's just a saying. We use it in Blast Town a lot. It's like, you know,
I don't understand it.
it means like girl.
I went to bed already.
Good night, Otto.
Are you going to head back up to his cave?
No,
Is
I'm just
there-
gonna go to bed
Okay.
and fall asleep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I tuck my babies in and then I go to bed.
All right.
I give them
More
a-
pigs and blankets.
Yes. Lots of
You too?
things.
Doing anything
I'll
else?
go into the room and get like my stuff down and set up and wait for everybody else to come in. And as soon as everybody else is like, I'm going to sleep, I'm gonna get up and leave.
Okay. Where do you go?
I want to walk around the city and survey. I'm not tired, and I want to survey almost the entirety of the city, see how much of it I can understand, where certain buildings are, what kind of people live here, and get an idea of what it's like.
Okay. It seems very...
Also keeping out an eye for the coastal ministry. And
Inquisition?
the coastal, that goes
Okay.
next, the coastal inquisition. And yeah.
Okay. It is late at night, so for the most part, all the buildings are shut down and closed. Do you need to sleep anymore? Or?
No, but Cat doesn't really sleep that much.
Okay.
He wakes up so often that he probably really only needs about 4 hours of sleep a
Okay.
night. So
So you are still...
and like 2 levels, I don't have to sleep
Okay.
anymore.
That's what I was asking. It seems very peaceful. A lot of the people here seem more like craftsmen and farmers than anything. You don't see any weaponry or anything. There's a lot of very beautiful murals, a lot of statues made of gold and stone, marble, some jade. Looks very, very wealthy. Like everything here you would have stolen if you were still running with your group.
Jeez.
It's
All right. Do I see any type of shady people?
roll perception.
Can I try to get some? Okay, not what I wanted. Come on. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. My perception bonus is +1. Can I was going to ask if I could get advantage because I am of my background of being a shady person. So I kind of know where to look.
You would think so, but most of the alleys are very well kept.
Okay.
It's a very clean area. It's really foreign to you.
19.
Okay. As you're walking through the night, there are almost no people out. If anything, there are farmers pushing around some weird... They're herding, like, very dark-skinned looking... They look like cows, but they have 6 legs.
Cave cows.
And, yeah, cave cows. They're herding them into caves and sort of locking them off for the night. A lot of people are shutting up their shops. And as you're walking through the street, you do see someone shady. And he's only shady because he's familiar. This is a red cloaked figure with
Oh, you son of a bitch.
golden laces on his
You
arms.
fucking dick.
He does not carry a cage anymore. Instead of holding that creature, you now see an orange pseudo-dragon resting on his shoulder.
I really don't want to be solo right now. Damn it. How far away am I from the tavern where everybody, the inn where everybody's staying?
They're about 1 layer up, far to the west, and you are headed very close north to the large, ornate castle in the back.
I will go invisible,
Okay.
and I will follow this guy.
All right. You follow him. Give me 1 quick second. Oh, I'm wrong. Roll stealth.
I have advantage because I'm invisible.
Okay.
Oh! Is this my first natural 20
think so.
of the entire
Oh, my
game?
I
goodness.
think so.
No, not really, but it's,
It's
I haven't got
close.
one in a long
It's
time.
close.
All right. You follow him completely silently. You are...
It's kind of crappy though because like stealth is like one of my good skills,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, don't even get to use it.
That's how I
whatever.
roll too. So. You follow him, and he goes, he sort of loops his way. It seems more like he's doing the same thing that you were just doing, surveying the area. Yeah. He opens a little sheet of paper and then shuts it. He makes his way back to the side of a cliff that it's a part of the ravine that doesn't have any home caves in it. It's a little small section that's just perfectly flat. He goes up to it, and you hear the same voice that you heard before, and he says, Draco Deus Clausur. And the wall fades away. There's a hidden area here, and he steps in, and as he does, the wall reappears.
So like he said that the wall opened, he walked in and
Yes.
it disappeared. All right, I will keep track of where this is,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go back to the inn,
Okay.
and I'll walk in very quietly, still invisible. Is Olo asleep?
Yes.
Is Conrad asleep?
Yes.
I'll go to sleep.
Okay. Ket, your dreams are pretty consistent. They haven't been any more endearing than usual, but he's been pretty silent recently. The old man more or less just resorts to mediocre tormenting, making little jokes about who you used to be and teasing you with information that you long for but never giving it to you. As you approach him, exiting this frozen over forest, he is resting there, facing you instead of normally away.
What do you want this time?
Don't be so quick to assume. There is something here I need you to destroy. They have a well-kept library. There are books here that should not exist. I will show them to you, and once you destroy them, you will gain my favor. Do you accept?
What kind of favor?
You will know in due time. For releasing this information from reality, I will return some to you.
Fine.
The world around you begins to shift, and he sort of fades away slowly. You're now standing in a library. It's very beautiful, ornate. The walls rise very high. And as you're walking through, without actually walking, you're sort of being pulled. 4 books begin to glow on the shelves. You notice their locations, and they are ingrained permanently in your mind.
Okay.
And you wake up. So does everyone else.
Iris hops out of bed
Mm-hmm.
and she runs into where the kitchen would be, and she waits.
Abris, what do
You are awoken
you
to the
just
smell
sleeping with
of baked bread. There is a wide array on this table. Different types of breads, cheeses, and a little bit of meat. The meat is very dark, but it does look very good, and its aroma is intoxicating.
There's like a little tears of happiness.
In addition to that, there is also a set of fried carrots. There are some mushrooms that have been seasoned over, and a little bit of rice.
Cave
Everyone
food.
else. Yeah, cave
Conrad
food.
kind of like walks up with a content smile and sits down.
All right.
Iris would like to have a plate of a little bit of everything.
Okay. And then you do
another plate
another
of a
ice.
lot of everything.
Yeah. And then a plate of everything else again.
And then whatever is left, she would like to consume as well.
Kent will come down, but he'll look very, just very like either tired or not very happy. And as soon as he comes downstairs, he sees all the food, and he just sees Abris being really happy. He's like, all right. And he comes down and he starts to eat food as well.
Wrong side of the bed immediately shifted by halfling hunger.
By Abris, I'm just like that. This is what I live for. You give me, I don't know, it gives you hope.
A woman comes
A little
out,
happy halfling.
Yeah.
very heavy-set woman. She does actually have scales on her cheeks, and she is pushing a cart full of steaming bread, and she goes out the door. After you consume your meal, Threeko will come down, and he has a little bag. He says, I did offer you a meal. They sort of fulfilled that, so I feel like I owe you something else. I have a few little baubles that I've collected. I've been around the world a couple times.
What?
Baubles.
Oh wow.
Just a few things. It's not much. I really don't travel with much, but this is sort of what I have right now. He sets a small vial with a little green fluid inside of it, and on it is an emblem of an iron sword wreathed in green flames.
Green.
He sets down another little box that says Nichols Cracker Box, or Nichols Crackler Box, and it has a little explosion on it. And then he sets 2 little stones down that look like open books. Can't really say I know what they do. I know the Crackler Box, you throw it, and if it hits someone, it sort of does like a little boom. It hurts. It hurts like hell. I had a kid throw one at me.
Can I look at the little stones?
Okay. They have little clips on the back.
Clips?
Sort of like pins.
Can I pick up the little vial with
Mhm.
the sword and green flame?
Do you read Draconic?
No.
Okay. It has little emblems that you assume are just kind of like the leaves that people put around things to
You
make it
grabbed
look
a
more
what?
interesting.
One of the stones.
Stones. What else is there?
There's another
The
stone.
Nichols Crackler Box and the other stone.
Nickel cracker.
Look at that.
I'll pick up the other stone.
Okay.
Do you know what it does?
I might be able to find out.
Hey, Threeko. Do you know a lot about magic?
I really don't know much of anything.
Hmm.
All my magic sort of comes from where I've been and how I was raised.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
I am proficient in Arcana.
All right.
14.
Okay. It seems like it has something to do with the transfer of information. You can sort of feel that it is the slightest bit maybe divination magic.
I'm going to try to start attuning to it, if I can.
You don't feel a connection.
I don't know what this is.
I'm gonna ask Threeko what the vial is. It's like,
Well,
what is this?
The guy who handed it to me either said to pour it on a weapon or drink it. I'm not sure which one was a joke, but I haven't opened it yet.
Can I see it?
I'm gonna hand it to you.
I speak Dragon.
It says Green Fire Vial.
Alright.
That's awesome.
Maybe don't drink it.
So it's a green
I don't like
fire vial, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, it's.
Alright.
I guess it's self-descriptive.
Yeah. Can I roll Arcana for this? I mean, I already have a guess of what it does.
Okay.
So is it a pin like this on the back with like?
Yeah.
Can I pin it to my shirt?
Mm-hmm. Is there any writing on your shirt?
Huh?
Any written? No, it's all
Yeah, she's
furs.
wearing a
Nothing heavy.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
18.
It's
Hides the band.
AC/DC
Yeah.
on it.
What?
18.
It's definitely something that transmutes.
Okay.
So don't drink it.
You feel like it was crafted for more than one purpose.
Okay. So I'm guessing what this does is you can either drink it and then breathe fire like a dragon,
Uh-huh.
or put it on a blade and then it then has fire damage basically.
What if you throw it at somebody and it explodes on them?
I feel like you'll waste my bauble.
I
It transmutes-
agree.
It transmutes your stomach
Head back.
into liquid.
Yes.
Um,
Transmutes your poo into green fire.
hey, Olo, do you want this Nichols cracker box?
I mean, yeah, if no one else wants it.
I've got
What does it do? Is it just a little wooden box?
It's a little wooden box. Roll 2d8. Or 3d8, sorry.
4, 5. Am I adding them up?
Mhm.
12.
It has 12 little tubes in it.
Do you want me to figure out what it?
Inside, there's 12 tubes.
Yeah. They're like, they kind of look like Pez candy.
Do you want me to figure out what it does?
Yeah, this looks like a you thing.
All right, let me check the news sphere.
Can you also,
Look it up.
can you also
Google.
share about the potion of bees?
Maybe I should. So there's a
You guys have
Wait,
weird
potion of
bad
what?
We
items.
still haven't used the bees.
there's
Why
a
do you have a potion of bees?
We don't know
You
what
have-
I
it
don't know what it
does.
does.
You have a mason jar of rainbows, too.
oh yeah.
Everyone forgot about
Oh, yeah.
It's called item lore.
Okay.
I carefully study an item. If you concentrate for this item's full, it would take me an hour.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Well,
yeah, take me an hour. If you concentrate for the full duration, then you basically cast identify.
Okay.
That's dope.
Do you want to identify Nichols Cracklers?
Do you guys have an hour? It might take me a little while to do
Oh,
research.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna look through all the random stuff you guys have accumulated. Just like
I
you
got
have
weird stuff.
you have
Oh, okay.
a mason jar of rainbows. Like what?
Oh, yeah. Who has that?
There's one water skin that you have that has that in it.
Oh, yeah, we put the
Oh,
Tesseract
yeah.
juice in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like heals us.
Yeah, it's a
What's the
Tesseract juice.
Tesseract juice?
Wait, isn't that?
That's what we
you guys,
call
like,
It was the Indo Tesseract juice we got on the island.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
isn't
I
it
have
like
this
advantage
potion
for
and
like
it looks
all
like
day
a bee. And I shake it around.
or something?
Like a bee, like a big
Depends.
bee.
The bee goes.
With that bee.
It's just a jar with a bee in it.
Jar of bees. There's one live bee and one dead bee.
He had to survive.
One day I'm gonna let the bee out.
It's a
It
little
turns
bee
into
family.
a big bee.
Just a house.
Oh my gosh. Those were monsters in freaking 3.5. Giant bees.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes, they were. They were so good. I
Gosh,
loved
man.
them.
Giant
Jacob.
bees.
You're a little thick boy.
So are we waiting for an hour?
Adventure time.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Nichols Cracklers?
Yeah.
All right. You guys hang out for an hour. Abris eats way too much of the leftovers.
So full.
And all of these small tubes can be used as thrown weapons. They do thunder damage.
Oh.
How much?
That would be 1d8 plus 5.
That's kind of cool.
Hey, Olo, can you do that thing you just did with this little gem?
That's taking another hour.
Yeah.
That's
Just waste the whole day figuring out what the heck Threeko just gave us.
We've been walking for
I
like
know.
3 days, 4, 5,
7.
huh? 7 whole week.
7 days, yeah.
Relax.
Well,
fucking
no. You used the gnome road for 2, so that was 5 days.
Yeah, I guess I can. Why would you throw it?
Because I forgot you have big meaty hands.
Big, meaty.
Concentrating on it for an
claws.
hour.
For an hour.
No.
All right. They
Big
are.
turtle hands.
They go hand in hand. They're called bookbinders. They are 2 small stones that, when pinned to a book or a scroll, can instantly transfer one spell, or they clone writing to the books that they're attuned to. So if you write something in one book, it transfers to the other one.
That's cool.
That's actually really awesome.
I say that too.
Do you want both of them?
I would love that. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
No,
Appreciate that.
I want 5 gold for it.
I give you 5 gold.
I can eat again.
Hello, we just need money. You just tell me.
I can survive for another day.
God damn it. So guys, got a few things. Uno, I don't know what language that is. It's infernal.
Still?
No.
Uno is this language from, it's a place called Spain.
It's a deck of cards.
Yeah, it's also a deck of cards.
Oh yeah, I'm proficient in cards.
It's called a card language.
You're proficient in Uno.
You have advantage to win Uno.
They
Here we
killed
go again.
Jacob.
I'm proficient in Uno. Oh yeah, I'm proficient in Monopoly. God damn it. Ah! That was really funny.
Really want like a T-shirt that says "I'm proficient in Go Fish."
Okay. Yeah, a few things. Try not to think about that. I found our friend, Red Hood, cagey guy.
Oh,
I
okay.
was wandering around, and he disappeared into a wall, and he said like,
Wait,
and
who?
he went into it. It's the dude that's been following us.
We're gonna talk
Oh, I
about
didn't
that.
tell you guys.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, did I not explain this to all of you?
Uh-uh.
Wait, what?
There's a guy.
Oh, you mean that guy you were talking with like Olo about the other night?
Yeah. Okay. So for
What?
about.
Lou, wait.
Oh,
Lou
shit, I
heard
didn't
you
tell
guys.
you
Lou
either.
was walking around that whole time when you guys were like yelling. So he saw like all of that.
We're whispering.
And then he told me.
And Lou's just like,
Listen up, alright, don't freak out, alright? Hey, listen, there's been a dude, he's been following us for, like, pretty much the entire trip, since coming here.
And you didn't tell me.
Oh, I forgot. I thought I did. I don't know. He's in a red hood, he's got no face, lizard tongue.
he doesn't have a face.
Well, I haven't seen it, it's
How
shrouded.
don't you have a face?
It's shrouded. And then
You know what? Don't have faces.
oh god. Ah, fuck. Okay, yeah, and he lizard tongue, caged with an orange pseudo dragon in it. It used to have a cat. It doesn't have a cat anymore.
Okay.
I think that's why the tunnel went black. I think it was him getting in, because only certain people allowed in the city, right? Maybe he followed us. He wanted to get into the city. Maybe the tunnel went black because he ran in. Maybe that smell of. You said there was something evil, right?
Yes.
I bet that was it. And you heard footsteps, yeah? I bet that's him getting in.
Alright, Conrad just kind of gets up and walks back to his room and walks back with his shield and sword and goes, alright, let's go find and kill this evil thing.
Whoa. Hey, we don't know he's evil. We need to just find out, okay? I don't know why he's doing what he's doing, but he's here and he's looking for us. And I followed him and he went to a wall.
Where did he go into a wall at?
I can show you. And he said words to get into the city.
No. The first thing we have to do is we have to tell the Dragon King. The whole reason I came back was I was in trouble when I left.
Uh-huh.
And now I think we're in trouble again.
Is this guy trying to kill you?
I don't know who he is, but
Should we go ahead of time and
sort of
you,
like it.
and
What?
you speak to the Dragon King and say that we've already gone to try to stop whatever this being is?
No, I
Because
I
he has
do.
a head start, and so we need to go as quickly as we can.
He doesn't really try to engage us though.
I will
Yes,
let
I've been. Olo and I went over to him one night and we tried to talk to him, and he just left. Like
yes,
he
but
disappears.
it's like hunting. If I'm hunting a rabbit, I'm not going to engage a wolf. If he's hunting something that isn't us, that's in the city,
And
then
you
he
wanna
has no reason to engage us.
Oh, I think you don't think he's after us.
I don't know who he is, but
I will let you know,
I feel like
in
he
my
would
experience,
already found
violence
us.
solves most answers.
He did tell me that he
Violence
wasn't
is
after
the
us.
answer
Not.
to most things.
Or there's that.
take an inspiration, Conrad.
Or there's that. He
What?
he apparently said himself that he wasn't after us.
No. That's even worse.
Which means
The
that
whole-
we need to go as quickly as possible.
No, the whole reason I brought you here was to talk to him.
To talk to the Dragon King?
Yeah.
Okay, who's this red cloak guy? You seem to know a lot about him.
And I don't know anything about him, but I know that we're not supposed to let people in here.
So we should go try to stop
There are
him.
reasons that this place is secret.
So you don't know what he's up to.
No.
You don't think we should go investigate? We just tell the Dragon King first?
Well, yeah, he's got. He can pretty much.
How much time are we wasting by going and talking to him, though? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
We're wasting time
if
arguing.
we need to
We're
stop
wasting
him,
time
Very
now.
True, yeah.
And the
then
Dragon King is incredibly powerful.
I was gonna say, he's like the king. I think he's...
The Dragon King's the whole reason this place exists.
Huh?
So
Okay,
I mean,
think
with the
I
we
name
can
should-
leave Schmidt here.
if we bring someone in here that's going to try and bring this place down, I think the guy who made it is the first one we should talk to.
Yes, and I'm
Because what if we
saying-
can't solve this problem?
I'm saying talk to him, and then we should go try to find this guy.
Okay.
Ooh, I have an idea.
At
Go
least
talk
stop
to
him.
the king, the Dragon King.
I haven't been honest.
You're the Dragon King.
No. Like, it's not realistic that I would bring you 5 days journey just to say thanks for killing something. I don't know anyone who would do that. But
Well, then why did you bring us here?
the real reason that I had that dragon was because I came here looking for one. And the Dragon King, he grants wishes to people. And I screwed up my wish. I didn't do it right. I didn't say it right. I don't know how it went wrong, but I wished for that dragon, and it's not the dragon I wanted, but that's the one I got.
So why are we going to him?
You wished for a dragon? And he gave you one, didn't he?
He did. I wished for a dragon companion, but I don't know if it was some sick joke or if I didn't say it right, but what I got was that thing. And it just went on a rampage. It killed like 6 people. They finally brought it. He brought it down. That's who clipped its wings. I can't do that. But they exiled me. And he gave me a whole criteria for coming back. He said, solve the problem, and when it's done, come back and I can have another go.
You have another wish?
I mean, I think so.
So what is the purpose of bringing us to him?
He's a fickle character, but he wouldn't believe me if I just came back without a dragon and said that I solved my problem. He said I needed a witness.
Which would be us.
Because we killed it.
Well, we got multiple reasons to talk to the Dragon King now, so... What's the criteria for getting a wish?
It's all up to him, I think.
Alright.
Is there something you want to wish for?
There's something I did want to wish for. Sort of showed me that wouldn't have solved anything. I think I do know something else that I want now, but we brought a problem in here and we need to let him know that he's...
Alright,
Yup.
let's go. I'm gonna leave my business.
Alright.
Good
Are you
idea.
gonna try to cast that on Dragon King?
Okay.
No, I'm
It
thinking
seems
of
kind of odd that the Dragon
some
King
stuff.
would grant you a wish and then punish you for your wish if he decides who gets wishes.
I would ask him that question, but
Well, now you may have the chance to. If we're gonna go, we should go now. I still think we should investigate this guy first, but everyone seems to disagree. So,
you guys leave the baker's home and you head up down the back of the ravine. There's a beautiful ornate castle that is more intense than any building any of you have ever seen, except, well, with one exception. You head all the way back, and outside there are 2 blue dragons that are resting quietly side by side on either end of the stairwell, and they look at you and they continue. Rico leads you up the walkway.
While we're walking towards the castle, I'm gonna ask Rico the requirements for getting a wish. So, like, what do you need to get a wish from the Dragon King? What do you need to do?
This place is sort of like a legend, and what I heard when I was trying to find it is that you needed to sacrifice something. The only thing I remember is I went up to him, and I told him what I needed and what I'd been through, and if I remember, he said that I had already sacrificed enough. But I think you tell him a wish, and he says yay or nay.
That's why you asked us that question a few nights ago.
Well, okay.
I don't think you were there for that.
Oh, no. This is my own thing, because he had a wish in mind, and that's why I was looking at the command spell, because I was going to, threaten Trico to give me his wish.
Oh, that's what you wanted to do.
Nice.
See, I thought you were going to try to cast command on the dragon.
Just do whatever, you psychopath.
Give me a wish! Bitch!
That was maybe the weirdest thing we've ever done on stream. Just unintentional.
Give me.
Unintentional in sync.
All right, let's go see the Dragon King.
All right.
I leave the boars in the
Okay.
house.
You head up the stairwell, and you enter this large throne room. It's actually just a single room that sort of echoes with every footstep. What's happening?
Sorry.
We watched ourselves do that thing we just did 5 seconds ago.
Okay.
It looks great on stream.
All right, cool. You enter the throne room. In the back, there's a very, very beautiful, gigantic throne, and sitting in it is a man who looks more like a dragon than a man. He wears ornate golden robes that flow all the way down the throne, and his skin is entirely covered in armor plate-like scales, and he has long snake-like whiskers.
What color is he?
Golden.
Oh.
As I walk into the room and see him, I'm going to cast another Divine Sense.
Okay. Well,
Celestial faith.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Celestial, Fiend.
Whoa,
Fiend.
what? Celestial?
Oh no, sorry, Fae.
Fae Celestial. No, Fae Fiend.
Yeah, Fae, Fiend. The little thing on his shoulder is a fiend. You feel the presence of a celestial, but you can't pin it down.
Okay. That's
And
the bear.
yes. And I believe that would be it.
My little bug.
You don't sense anything else.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
No, I wasn't. I was just walking forward, and as I saw the Dragon King, I did that, and then so I'm not looking at you. It's just I noticed that you were a fiend.
And there is a golden
Was it?
mist that sort of pours out of his throne and glides gently down his face, very slowly steaming out of his nose and his ears. And he just opens his eyes and looks at you.
Oh. Hello. Greetings, I kneel.
And then I walk forward and say, "Greetings, Dragon King.
Was
My
that-
name is Conrad Silverwood. I'm a paladin of the God Gen, or the Archon Gen, and I have a wish that I need to be granted."
Is bowing something that was.
And
normally
as I
done
do this,
culturally
I kneel.
For where I was.
I see.
I'm just gonna stand then.
I see them kneel, and I don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah,
so
both of us are just like.
I'll
what?
just sit.
Does her leg hurt? What?
I'm looking around at all of them, and they're not kneeling, so I just stand up.
Why did you do that?
I'm afraid we are not granting wishes at this time. There is an intruder in my domain.
Oh, you already knew about it.
Oh, wow. I found him. I know where he's at.
There is someone in Layton's who threatens to take my power away from me. He carries an ancient foe of my kind that will surely bring my downfall. I need to stay here and keep my castle safe. There will be no wishes.
What if we go and deal with that for you? Because we don't want to see this place go away either.
I will gladly kill whatever you want for that wish.
I lack the ability. The mere presence of this creature has stolen my power.
And that's why we're saying we'll go deal with it.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill this thing.
I'll tell you,
Yes?
don't be disrespectful.
I'm not, I'm just talking.
He's massive.
I'm just talking.
Oh, don't talk to him like that.
Threeko, you've returned. I assume that these are your witnesses.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard stories.
Do you know the truth of why he was exiled?
Dragon killed people here.
Yeah, he wished for a dragon and it killed people.
That's what he told us.
This surprises me. Threeko did not seem like the truthful kind when he left.
Well, he's changed now.
Can you all attest to his change?
He seems like an honorable person.
Your Majesty, I lived in a city full of scoundrels, evil people, and cutthroats, and those who lied. I was one of them, and I can point them out like a sore thumb. Threeko's not one of those people.
Can't attest to who he was before, but I know he's fairly remorseful for what has been done with the dragon.
Then I will permit all of you to stay in Layton's.
Thank you.
But Threeko, I will not grant you this wish until this threat is removed from my kingdom. Threeko says, well, about that, sort of our fault. He snuck in when we came in.
Yeah.
As you're saying that, can I just kind of wait?
As Threeko is?
Yes.
Okay.
As Threeko is saying that, I'm just gonna kind of.
If you're gonna cast a spell, it's very noticeable when you cast spells.
Let him do it. Don't.
I just want to point out, because some people don't realize, when you cast a spell, you're
Somatic and
literally
verbal,
doing
yeah.
this. Like, oh, actually, command is just verbal.
Yeah.
All you have to do is say the word.
I'm just gonna kind of like whisper over to him, like silence.
Who's he silencing?
So,
No, that's the
Threeko.
Threeko.
What's-
He,
what
like
save
right
it?
before he says that we let him in.
What save does he have to beat?
Wisdom save.
Of?
So it'd be 8 plus your proficiency plus 15.
He got a 14. Says it's
So,
our fault, and
it's
then
kind
he's
of hard.
hushed. Yeah.
What he means is it might have possibly been our fault.
His golden eyes shift to a blue color, and you feel as if his gaze is penetrating you.
Is this just him or all of us?
Everyone.
Yeah, so there was a guy following us that we didn't realize he was like following us. So when we walked in, he sort of like came in with us.
Where is he now?
I know where he is. He's in the city. There's an area at the walls and the passwords and stuff. I saw him go in. I know where he's at. We could find him and stop him and his people and the thing that's draining you of your power.
It probably is this man, right? What's causing this?
Where exactly did he enter?
Enter the
next
front
to
gate?
the building.
Yeah,
Oh,
the big
he
waterfall?
came in. Yeah, we came in through the waterfall and casted a darkness spell and.
There is one way into Layton's and one way out. Where is he now?
I tell him where. I don't know exactly, but I tell him.
Just
where
a hole in the wall.
he's at. A hole in the wall, basically. Yeah.
Then he knows more than he should.
Oh. Do you know who he is?
That is not for you to know.
I don't mean to disrespect. I would only like to know my enemy before I go and fight them so that I can have some better knowledge.
He is not your enemy. He and his kind are an ancient foe of what I've become. If he knows of that hallway, then he just may get through. I have laid traps in place to stop those who would threaten to enter. I need to know that he has not succeeded.
So you don't want us to kill him?
I need you to verify his deceasant.
I roll intelligence to know what deceasant means. 15.
Seems like it was an improv romanticized word that Logan came up with on the spot because he forgot a better word for he dead.
I'll tell you what kind of like.
Deceasant.
So he does want us to kill him.
I'll tell you.
Make
what
sure
kind
he's
of,
dead.
I'll tell you what kind
Cool.
of.
Yeah.
And if he's not, do you want us to finish the job?
There is something I must protect.
So yes, you
Yes.
want us to finish the job. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I do better if I. If
Telepathically in your head, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this guy, he just like oversays his words.
Okay.
So
I don't do good with that.
Time is of the essence.
Is there anything you can tell us about him that might help us fight him if we have to?
Describe him to me.
You.
Red cloak, lizard tongue, masked face, cage, orange pseudo dragon.
What was in the cage?
An orange pseudo dragon. But first there was a cat, but now it's an orange pseudo dragon, like Schmidt here. And Schmidt kind of looks over and he goes, ah! It's like, okay.
He steps off of his throne. He takes a step around it. Leave now. Find him as quickly as you can. Make sure every scrap of him and that cat are dead.
Okay.
All right.
Turn and walk.
Yeah, we're just very, very
Good,
quickly.
great, cool, awesome, yep,
As both of you leave, the two blue dragons step into the throne room, and they begin to expand. It seems as though they were large a moment ago, and they begin to grow in age in moments as they walk into the throne room. They step on either end of the throne and rest, and the Dragon King steps behind the throne and vanishes as you leave.
Cool,
All
yeah,
right,
great,
yeah.
awesome, yeah, leaving.
Let's go get this guy's head.
Ola's probably like walking backwards and just like watching it all. It's like, dang, that's awesome.
As soon as we get out and like, is there like a big old door that shuts?
Yes.
I'm already out there and they all come out and I'm like,
Why was he so hesitant?
Get calm down.
Threeko, why would you tell him that?
good, I'm good.
It's kind of important, I think.
Yeah, no, that was a good move on his part.
I mean,
Did
like,
you cast a spell while we were in there?
no.
What did you?
Why would I cast a spell?
Deception.
You heard him audibly say, "Shut up!" And Draco was like,
All in all, I feel like he also wasn't very helpful in describing our enemy to us.
He's the king. He can say whatever he wants. He just needs to tell us to go kill
Does he
us.
not understand that if he tells us
Why
about
are you
it,
trying to argue with him?
because
Why?
it will help
Hey
us.
guys,
Oh.
It's more of just like, you know, if you want us to kill someone, it helps if we have information.
Like, hey, go.
Well, I tried to ask him, but he was only
Hey,
confirmed.
hey,
Maybe it's
hey,
like something.
everyone listen to me.
No.
We're wasting time.
Oh no,
Alright.
I'm gonna start walking while I'm having this conversation.
It is sort of weird to me that he pointed out that we have to kill the cat.
He did.
That's
didn't
kinda
he?
weird.
Maybe the
But
cat's
that
the
wasn't
bad
the cat,
guy.
he
and
said.
it's not
Maybe the cat's like a transformed dragon or something. We don't know.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's
Pseudo dragons are celebrated here. They
Maybe
give
it's
you
just
reasons.
Schmidt, they love you. Flies away.
I don't. Maybe he disguised it or something. I don't know.
I would say if it was a cat, I mean, there is magic that allows you to make them look different, right? Make it look like a dragon instead of a cat.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Alright, so we're checking out that hole in the wall.
Do you know where?
Yeah,
where
yeah.
Do you remember the password that he used?
I think so. Yes. I believe it was. Logan, kid's smarter than I am, but I wrote down Deus Dracodeus. I don't think that's exactly it.
If that's what you wrote down, that is what Kit would have written
Cool,
down.
that's what I remembered.
Well, is that a
What's the
point
password to
of-
get into the city?
Why would I tell you that?
Is that a point of just like
It's-
Rico, what's the password to get into the city?
It's Yoko Deus Go Deo.
That's what he said. I think.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. We might have to sit there and like try a bunch of passwords.
Okay. Where is it?
I lead them over to it.
Okay.
Fast
Yeah, fast travel. As we're standing outside this gate, we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Cool
Woo!
beans. Cool beans.
Cool beans.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
I have to do that.
We have to fill the dead air, guys.
Hey, do you want
Make sure to turn
Easy
the mic on
roller
again.
dice.
Easy roller
Woo.
dice. Easy roller dice.
All our jokes are ruined and we're not funny. Welcome back to Tesseract. We're gonna cut
We
that
made a
part
joke
out.
about how Logan was pooping.
It was really funny. It was actually all ad-libbed, just like everything on the
Logan,
show.
did you go back to the card that isn't us?
Did I?
I still see Tesseract on
I'm
break.
gonna fucking kill myself. How do you
Can
see
you
that?
hear us?
You
But cannot see us.
transition.
Can everyone hear this right now? Because if so,
Oh yeah, now they can hear
welcome
us.
to the behind the scenes.
Yeah, welcome to behind the scenes.
There.
Boom!
Ooh.
There
Yay!
we are.
There we go.
We're alive.
Welcome back to the goddamn show that I'm bad at running. we made 3 really good segues, and now we're done. We're tired. And we want to go home.
Logan pooped the whole time.
I did. I was pooping this whole time trying to solve things, and that makes it harder. It's really hard to solve, like, tech problems while you're pooping.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Are the diapers helping?
They are actually. I figured they would help a little bit more if I actually knew how to put them on. But, you know, live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're about to enter the,
You did it twice.
what?
The
Inching?
itching.
I said engine last time too?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be on this show anymore.
We're about to enchilada. We Deadpool now.
That's
Chimichangas.
chimichanga.
I know.
Welcome back to Tesseract. You guys are standing outside of a wall that you don't know how to get into.
I knocked on it.
I'm gonna hit
Don't.
it.
Oh, I'd stop Avarice. What are you doing?
That's how you get in places.
No.
It is
He's
how
a
you get
bad
in
guy.
places.
Don't you knock on it.
Can I please come in? And you go.
I'm
There you
gonna
go.
take my sword out and be like, can I knock really hard?
Are you actually knocking?
Yeah.
Is it working?
Roll perception.
24.
There's no echo. It feels like a
22.
completely solid wall. Like it doesn't echo in the back. You're hitting solid wall.
Are you sure?
Avarice, I'll tell you,
Place.
both of you are really cute,
Huh?
but this is like dangerous, and we should not be knocking and alerting them that we're coming in.
Are you
I'm
sure
gonna
we're in
hit
the
it.
right place though?
They couldn't hear us.
No,
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, this is where we're supposed to go.
Cat,
I
there
saw
was no-
evil people
there was
go in.
no
I had to be
echo.
invisible.
It's a solid wall.
Yeah, because it's magic.
I can get rid of it.
What did he say when he went in?
He said, like, Deus Dracodeus, or something like that. It was kind of like getting into the city, but obviously that wasn't right.
Well, how do we get in if we don't know how to get in?
I'm gonna take my sword out and hit it.
Roll attack.
It would have helped if the Dragon King would have told us what the password was to get in.
19.
He doesn't know it.
19.
How does he not?
You hit the wall. Roll damage.
Okay.
Does he get
What are you
advantage
hitting it
because
with?
the wall is prone?
My longsword.
No, it's vertical.
Roll
What are you
damage.
talking about?
But there's one thing I'd like to do, but it's
Okay.
not gonna change the damage. It's just
Alright.
so
Or
I have like gauntlets on because plate armor.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna grab the blade and use it like a hammer, the hilt.
Okay.
But it's not gonna change. Yeah.
Alright.
It's
I
just
mean, it
blade
would.
blade.
It would change it
Yeah,
to bludgeoning
it would.
instead of slashing.
And it wouldn't
Actually-
be proficient. Just do it normally.
Oh, okay. 3 plus 9 damage.
You slam the hilt of your sword into the wall and rocks chip off of it.
Didn't work.
Conrad,
Yeah.
what did I just say?
Not to knock on it.
Yeah, stop! Stop! What are you doing?
I'm trying to break
There's no
it down.
echo behind it.
Yeah, because it's a magic wall. Otherwise, we could just walk in.
Did you try the passcode yet?
I don't think I have it right. I did say it, so I look up at the wall and I say, Deus Dracodeus. Didn't work. All of the people on the stream are like, because they can just go back.
Hey, in Draconic, do I know what that would mean?
Yes. It just means,
Dragon.
it's dragon god of dragons is what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who's the god of dragons?
Wait, what are you saying?
I don't know. I just knew it's what he said. What's
Wait,
the password to get into the city?
It's Yokadeus Godeo.
Yokadeus Godeu.
It means something's live forever.
Something live forever.
Well, yeah,
I don't
it's,
speak this language.
What's the name of the Dragon King?
it just goes by Dragon King.
What if you were to say?
That's Dracodeus. No, Draken. What's king in Draconic?
What is game? Do we know?
Whatever it is, I don't know offhand. It's not Deus.
What's king in Draconic?
What if you said king instead of
Yeah,
king?
It's
really
gink.
quickly.
It's king. It's just
No,
king.
it's gink.
Gink.
Just king backwards.
Oh, that's
It
clever.
wasn't like Dragon Dick.
Hey, Ket.
Oh.
Did you see how far this went? Like, was it like a huge hallway or? Was it like a
mostly
walk?
Dark. It wasn't very. It was like a hallway. Yeah, I just kind of walked in.
What's happening? And he says that as inky shadows begin to roll over you again.
Uh-oh.
Oh shite.
Well, we're about to die. I
Hey,
can't
you know-
see anything. Can anyone see anything?
Do
No,
you know how you said you could get rid of magic?
I'll
Maybe
cast
now would be the
Dispel
time.
Magic.
Dispel magic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What level is that? I think it's
Third level or lower. And if it's higher, I have to roll.
all right. You dispel this inky blackness, and standing there is another figure, also cloaked in red with golden trimming.
Stop.
I don't think that's how you. Is it the man that
Is the
that
king
Ket
open?
described?
Is the cave open?
No,
Is this the man that Ket described?
it looks very much like the way that he described
I'll
it.
tell you, grab him.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to grapple.
If you don't remove your hand from me, you will die.
Can you hold him there for just a
I
moment?
think it's gonna be either you or us.
And then
so-
I'm gonna walk up to him.
I'm gonna try to grapple him in a way to where he can't like move, basically.
Does this
Oh,
person
okay.
have a
Keep his
craft?
mouth.
I was
open.
gonna
I will
walk
rage if I have to.
while I'm walking
gonna
up
what?
very
Okay.
intimidatingly. I'm gonna
Very
say.
intimately, go ahead.
Yep.
Do I need to roll grapple for this?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, tell us who you are in a
Natural 20.
intimidating
All right.
way.
He got like a 3.
Cool.
I'm
So
trying
you
to
pin him
intimidate
down. And tell us tell you who he is?
Yeah, pretty much.
My name is not something that can be spoken in your tone.
No, we don't care about your name. We want to know how to get in here. If you don't tell us, we have magic, and we can use that to probe your mind. So it's one way or the other.
That's true.
I would love to see you try.
We could also cut your head off.
Oh, we could also cut your head off.
Dracodeus Closur. And the cave fades away. Or the wall fades away and a cave opens.
Oh,
Thank
you.
you.
You can be nice.
Does he have the cage with him?
Mm-mm.
Hey, I thought he had like a cat or something.
Yeah.
I will be taking my leave now.
Can you pull his hood off?
As you pull the hood off, he turns into a cloud.
Oh, cloud people, damn it.
His form is still there.
Do you
He's
have a
just
way to get rid of the
gaseous.
Okay, I'm gonna use
Did
a
he
channel.
cast a spell to become gaseous?
No.
I'm gonna use channel divinity
Okay.
to do. I think it's obdure enemy. What it does is it makes them frightened and they can't move.
Okay.
So let's see, just to get this properly.
What's the thing?
Vengeance.
that's
So it's
They can't move.
as an action you present your holy symbol. Da 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 da.
Oh,
They
yeah.
make a save, and on a fail save, the creatures.
So it'd be a wisdom save DC 15.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Their speed becomes 0. Yeah, that's insane.
You had
He
that.
gets
And they're
an
frightened.
18.
I do.
Huh?
18.
Fortunately, I'm pretty sure that's a one-time.
Is he just sitting there?
He's
You get
slowly
one
floating
six
upward.
I do not. So that's alright. But on a short rest, I can
No,
get
I
back.
blast it.
Okay. Roll attack.
You get horrible.
18 and 19.
All right. Roll damage for both.
You hit both?
You have advantage.
Hit
Oh wait, you wouldn't have
both.
advantage because he's a missed.
I did hit both guys. Wow. This is a
Oh.
weird game. I'm doing really good. 12.
Conrad to Conrad.
Hang on, hang on. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18
All
force
right.
damage.
You do 18 damage, and he begins to reform, and he falls to the ground.
That's
Oh.
right. Alright, stay there.
So-
That's the plan.
I go over and I pull his hood off.
Okay. You see an incredibly draconic man. He looks almost to the same extent that the Dragon King does, but he is completely black.
So, where's the leader? Where's this guy taking Mr. King Dragon's power?
Your ignorance knows no bounds.
I'm unworthy. Just tell me.
You're wasting time.
Alright.
You're wasting time.
Axe! Axe!
I'm gonna
Axe! Nice.
take out a hand axe,
Okay.
and then
You take out one too?
Is that Jack die? Would you give that, sir?
Ooh.
It's 17.
So that's a 22 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
Cool. 3, 11, 2, 13.
Okay.
Oh, well, I can attack twice. I'm done.
All right.
Axe!
Attack again.
Not good. That's a 15.
He just falls from the sky and everyone just starts killing him.
Hey, we probably
15.
use it.
Okay.
Does that hit?
15? No, it does not. The robe that he is wearing actually begins to warp around the. It acts almost like armor when you attack it.
so
Like,
is he
He's not
talking
going to
yet?
give us any information.
I know, but we can have him
Okay.
walk in front of
Can
us
I
in
like
this cave.
grab his
No, you
hand
should
and
just
chop off one
remove
of his
him
fingers
from-
with my
I
hand?
should
Actually,
think about that.
Because I'm mean.
Roll grapple.
Okay. That's strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
I use this one. Oh wow. 24.
You grab his finger. Make an attack roll.
What are you doing?
I'm chopping off his finger with my hand axe.
Every
Ow.
moment you spend with me, they draw closer.
9 plus.
You know, he
Hey,
is kind
can
of right
you-
in that case.
Can you
15.
probe his mind?
No wait. 16.
I can ask him questions, and that's how I
you
probe
have
people's
you have the
mind.
finger in your hand. Roll damage.
Oh,
Did you like get memories out of him?
What is
No.
this? It's a D6.
Oh, you did it to me.
I asked you.
Ooh, 5. No, wait.
Oh, he's be willing.
4. That's like 12.
You lop off his finger and he begins to howl.
Are you gonna talk now?
Guys,
Do you want to come with me? I'm gonna go inside.
yes, I would like
Yeah.
to join you as well.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get him to talk.
He won't tell us anything. He's just gonna be a dick.
He begins to move his hands and speak something very arcane.
Me too, and it's Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Roll attack.
We're just annihilating this
Suck
guy
my dick
for
and
no
balls.
reason.
8 and 21.
21 hits.
Can I use action if he's doing it too?
Sure.
11
Okay.
force damage.
Okay. 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks rather hurt.
I use my action to cast psychic speech, so that I understand all languages, and anytime I speak,
Okay.
anyone else that speaks a language also understands anything I say.
All right. Cool. You rolled damage, right? It was 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep doing that until he's dead.
Actually, you get one round to do it, and then his whole body turns to stone.
Oh,
Oh no.
but he's a statue now.
Well, let's go
What
in.
about
Yeah.
And he just
spell?
kind of
Can
like
you do that?
jolly walk in.
A spell?
A spell can do that? I don't know
If
it
you
though.
want to break the stone.
Hello, lead the way.
Ooh,
Okay.
the spell that I know, my mama, she knew it. And it was very scary because he don't want to mess with my mama. But if we broke his arm off, when he came back to normal, his arm would be gone. But I don't know if it's the same spell.
We are wasting time.
Okay.
That would be very good. It might be a defense mechanism, but it's good that he's incapacitated at least now.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to get in.
Alright.
The Threeko speaks up. Isn't it a little weird that he just told us the password?
Yes, it's very weird.
That is,
Oh, I think
yeah,
Oh,
it's
he
just
wants us
in.
to go in.
It's, yeah.
Why?
Kill two birds with one stone.
I
Well,
think the Dragon King might be hiding something.
as of right now, we're one
I
of the
would've done
biggest threats to the person who walked in here. So he wants us to go in here and fall for the Dragon King's traps, because I'm sure that the Dragon King had a lot of really good traps. Because didn't he say that this whole area was
King
trapped?
trapped
He
us
did.
twice.
I think you're right.
But
Like how I said.
we're awesome,
birds with
and they're
stone.
underestimating us. So we're gonna go kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Away!
Schmidt,
All right. Take a step into the
send him
cave.
down the hallway.
Okay. It is a small room that's about 15 by 20. To the, I'm going to say, yeah, so that would be to the east is a hallway, and then to the south is a hallway.
And we're going in north.
You are heading in from the west side.
Oh, so we head in from the west. There's one way
Yes.
to go east and north.
Mm-hmm. Or yeah,
that makes sense.
east and south.
Okay.
We're gonna do theater of the mind because it would be really hard to keep swapping between each one of these rooms and
Yes.
drawing them out and doing the
Okay.
combat.
What's the marching order?
What is the marching order, Paul?
I'm going first.
All right, Conrad
Second.
goes first. Second,
I'll
I'm
be
in the
behind
back.
I'll
Okay.
be behind Olo.
Olo, are you stepping in the middle?
West, there's
Oh,
where
sure.
we go.
Well, it's dead in the
The
middle.
three goes in the back with Ket.
East.
Where are you going, Conrad?
I don't know.
East.
There are two ways:
Okay.
forward or to the side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Or
another
down.
channel divinity.
Okay. What are you using?
Or no, sorry, not channel. Divine sense. So I'm gonna see if I get any good feelings.
Okay. Again, you feel your companions in their dark and light nature, but you don't sense anything further.
Okay. To the right or to the side.
Okay, you head to the side. Okay, so you head down. It looks like it goes about 15 feet. It's pretty thin, so it's just a straight walkway.
This
It
is
is
down.
dark. Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
Okay,
I do.
all right.
So,
Mhm.
Which way did you go?
but I
Down.
do have a torch
Down.
and I'm a light one.
And it goes 15
Okay.
feet.
If
Okay.
we go into dark, I'm just gonna do beacon.
Okay, yeah.
What's that?
You all have. He
I shine
turns
light.
into a green light bulb.
Okay. Never mind. I don't need my torch anymore. Thank you.
Make a DC dex save.
Okay.
Or why did I say DC? I'm retarded.
And I get
Make a
A DC you don't know dex save.
yeah.
So the nice thing is, even though it's -1, you can add your shield to it, so it's
Mhm.
actually +1.
I know.
Okay.
It's really nice.
And I got
It doesn't matter when you roll a
natural one.
Oh no.
All right. You step and the earth beneath your foot begins to crumble and fall, and you fall into a 15-foot deep pit.
Could have tried to grab it.
No, because he failed the save. You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what happened?
Fell into a hole.
Oh, who?
You hear more sliding.
Conrad.
You're 15 feet down in the ground, and it gets very, very bright all of a sudden.
Oh.
You look and you see 4 slits. The air becomes searing hot, and small trails of lava begin to fall into the pit.
Oh no.
Alright, so I take my rope and drop my rope.
No, I got this. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look into my eyes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. We switch places.
Oh no.
Okay.
Wait, actually, how deep did you say it was?
15.
I'm gonna use Misty Step to get out.
Oh, well.
All right. Oh shit, lava! Whoop! All right.
I forgot I had that.
It's only about 5 feet long, or
Okay.
10 feet would be
So
10
it
feet.
was
Rope?
10 feet?
No. Switch places? No. Mrs. Step. There we go.
Yep. That's how traps work. You have enough time to think of all those things. Okay, you are now on the other end of this 10-foot wide pit that is filling with lava.
Is he still in the hole?
No, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
No, you
I'm
can
okay.
see him. He's in front of you,
But it's filling.
filling with lava.
How?
The
If I
air
look- if
begins
I-
to
if I
burn,
look-
especially with you, Ket. It's like white hot.
If I look, where are the slits in comparison to the...
They're about midway,
So in theory, it should only fill the midway.
in theory.
Chill touch. Chill touch.
What's
How
wrong
far
with
is the
it?
jump?
Frostbite.
10 feet.
Frostbite.
Alright, so if I run,
That's
if I
hot.
take a running jump,
Mhm.
you can jump a number of feet equal to your strength score, which is 15 for
I
me.
believe so, yes.
So could
Okay.
I just jump the...
Yes, that is not a check. You just succeeded because that's your ability. Okay. Her powerful thighs thrust her into the air.
Hey, is like the lava rising?
Yeah, shouldn't go above halfway though, because that's where the slits are, and
As you're speaking, it does
Right.
eventually stop.
yeah, see,
Oh, good. All right. Well,
it wouldn't make sense if it was able to fill past that.
Man,
Because that would
imagine
be
if
more
I was
pressure.
inside of there.
Do you guys think you can jump that?
No.
Like,
No. I
Like,
take my.
I would be made of
Logan.
lava.
I'll take my rope and I'll attach I'll attach something to it, just that has a little bit of weight, so that when I throw it across, it doesn't just slide down into the lava. The weight kind of holds it.
What,
throw the
what do
rope
you
over?
tie to it?
I'll tie.
you throwing the rope over?
Yeah.
I grab it with mage hand.
For
Okay.
that. So I'm not really sure how to make this work, but I'm pretty sure we can set up the rope to where if you guys jump, I can pull you with the rope too, so that you can get a little bit of extra.
If you jump, I can gust and I can push people over.
The rope catches fire.
Oh,
That.
I let go of it. Even though it's on my mage hand.
Falls into the lava and begins to
I mean,
burn
I
again.
I could turn into like.
You let go of the whole rope?
Yeah, he
All
dropped
50
it into
feet?
the lava.
I dropped one end.
That's a 50-foot rope. Are you just dumping it into the lava? Okay.
Well, I don't really understand why.
This lava's very hot.
Have you seen Star Wars 3?
Yes. They
Okay,
stood
cool,
right
it's a good
next
movie,
to
right?
lava.
Yeah,
like
but
multiple times.
that's a fantasy movie. In real life, lava. We should
Oh,
probably.
yeah,
be
There's
real
a
life,
scene
real
where-
life,
Real
huh?
life.
Well,
Real life.
in this game, we should be taking probably heat damage from being this close to it.
Yeah, realistically.
It's in this, like, yeah.
I have plate armor. I'm okay.
I mean, see, I get that.
We need to get out of this hallway. I can gust people across if necessary. I can push you.
And I can try to
Like
catch,
a-
and I can catch you.
I can turn into a.
I'm also on this side, and I'm also very strong.
Get. Or
Yeah.
not get.
So we can catch you together.
I don't really want to use a spell slot.
Is gust a spell that
No,
requires a lot
that's a
of energy?
cantrip. I don't really want to thunderstep.
Oh yeah, that would probably.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go because I don't like this at all.
Alright,
And
I'll be prepared to catch Ket if he doesn't make
Well,
it.
what's catch strength
Okay.
for?
8.
But he can gust himself, and I can.
I'm going to jump, and then in the middle of my jump, cast gust to
He-
propel myself.
He's gonna
forward.
double jump.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's a very it's not like a double jump though. It's like a boom.
I'm picturing like the scout in TF2. He's like, ha!
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
All right, you make it across.
And I probably land on the floor like
What is your strength?
8 minus 1.
Make a dex check. Or athletics, I believe. Acrobatics or athletics.
Can I?
Could I
help?
make it Dex? Because then I have advantage.
That's fine, yeah.
I was gonna give help anyway, even if
Oh.
it wasn't Dex.
Yeah, you both reach for him. You can actually try to help.
Oh,
Hopefully
would
grab
be
the
an
other arm.
11.
So, 11.
I'll roll the pink one.
Okay.
Abris is gonna
It doesn't like me.
turn into a giant
Oof.
spider.
Is that a 5?
It's a
Ket, you
6.
can jump up to 8
Minus
feet.
1.
And doesn't Gus push
Oh
you
yeah.
5?
That's fine.
Gust pushes me 10.
Oh. All right. Lucky boy. You make it to the other end just fine. You reach out and he flings his body toward you.
Oh no, 5 feet. So
Yeah.
just barely.
Okay. No, not just barely.
You
No,
make
that's
it
right.
back- you
It's
make
10.
back
I'm thinking of the
1, 2,
depth.
3, 4, 5.
I made this.
3
I should
feet
know.
across.
Yes. For some reason, I mentally extended it.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
I'll catch him.
We're good. Cool beans. We have 2 babies and some dumbass who's my NPC.
Wait, what's a
What's he
+4?
doing?
18.
17 or 18? No, 18 or 19. Sorry.
Oh no, do you need any help?
Alright, I know.
No, I got this.
Are you
It
really?
turn into
Yeah.
like a.
Okay.
Something with enough strength where you can just make
Well, a giant snake has a +4 to their strength.
the jump.
Turn into something small and I'll mage hand you over.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, I just want to imagine the image of a giant snake jumping a pit.
Well, I mean.
You just like
or you
spring
could-
up and then
Can you swap?
coil up.
Yeah, I'm just gotta figure out how to get him across.
Oh no, I can do that.
You good?
He
Are you
sort of
sure?
focuses and recites something that he's said 100 times before, and then he takes a step back with surprising agility, and as he rushes forwards, he makes the full jump of the pit.
Hey, nice.
Oh,
3
wow.
cones, pretty good.
I would like to say
And
my
Anakin.
my wild shaping.
And
Oh, do you want me to teleport you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's figure out how I want to do this.
Okay.
I could gust you over, like I did.
Nah, this is easier.
I would catch you.
Cantrip. Do it all day.
Alright, I teleport over,
Okay.
switch places, and then teleport back over.
All right. Make sure you're keeping track of all your crazy ass spell slots.
It's side points.
Yeah.
Yeah, spell slots.
Quarters of spell slots. All right, you guys make it to the other end of the pit.
Good job, guys. Across the pit. Good job, TTs.
It curves at an angle
With
and
the
then
QTs.
goes into another
Sorry,
room.
sorry.
Good job, you titties.
It turns.
Yeah, it curves a little bit. You can't quite see the other end.
Turns which way?
To the
Southeast.
yes, southeast.
We can turn into a giant crayfish.
while he's drawing this. Do Avarice's babies have names? Bacon, Salami, and Hemington. Welcome to YouTube channel.
And then as you guys go further, it curves again to the southwest. Just,
Do you have names?
So it goes like
you
this.
go ahead
Yeah.
of me because
you're almost straight down.
Yeah,
well,
so go
I
ahead.
can't
Okay,
see,
so it's just
That's
going
fine.
south.
I'll go
Yes.
ahead.
and also you have aura
Alright,
protection.
we're swapping.
Okay. So
Oh
you're-
wait, you should have had a. You get
What?
that too. That should have. Well, you rolled a natural one anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
Plus 5 to your save.
Wait, hold up. We have, there might be traps in here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we send Schmidt ahead? His passive perception is pretty
what?
good. His eyesight's really good. He's very good at sight.
But
And he has dark vision.
What happens if he dies though?
I can just bring him back.
All right.
After casting it again.
Yeah, but it's a ritual.
Yeah.
Takes an hour.
That's an hour and
If
10
you
minutes.
want.
But he can fly though, so unless something's gonna blow
Oh, he
him
can
out of
fly.
the.
Well, I'll be fine if we go in front. I trust my ability.
Alright.
Is there something that you use for trap slogan? Like, do I need to make an active check of some sort, or do you use passives?
I will use actives for the sake of this dungeon.
Okay. So then I guess will you just tell me when I need to make an active check?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You are about to enter a room. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Is this like standard or creepy combat?
Standard.
I rolled an 8.
All right.
Well, we're playing
So
a
we're
power.
going with. So there's an 8. I'll take
18.
18. Okay. Ket.
That's 20.
All right.
Hey.
Oh wow. These guys are rolling good. I'm
Six.
gonna stick with these.
6.
10.
10.
Remember when? I'm sorry. This one is good also. Remember when Altair was a human and Greg was named Bruce Willis or something? Those were the days.
Who got a 6? That was.
Me.
Yes.
It was
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
Those were the days.
I like the chat a lot.
Wait, has Conrad met Greg?
Yes.
I don't
No,
believe so.
No.
he's in the bag
Wait.
of tricks now, isn't
We
he?
brought him out though.
No, I think he met Gregory and he met Steve. And then, do you remember?
No.
There was another one. I just can't remember which one it was.
Okay.
Oh, and Bob.
So top of the round, Ket, you step into this room, and just like outside of this rather small kingdom, there were those 12 drakes that were made of stone.
Yep.
As you step into this room, you see 6 of them,
Oh.
and they all come to life.
Oh, are they
Oh.
drakes, dragons, or dragon people?
They are drakes.
So dragons with no wings.
They are, what size are they? They are sort of like very large draconic dogs.
Cool.
They're medium sized.
Hell no.
Somewhere between
Hey,
the size of a horse
what was
and a
that
dog.
word?
Come on.
What was those words? The entrance words? Maybe that will.
I don't know. I don't think I would work.
What are you doing?
Drop it, Deus Ghosty.
Making sure I don't die by casting
turn them off?
Frigid Embrace.
What?
I'm going to
Frigid
make sure I don't
Embrace.
die by casting Frigid Embrace.
Okay.
That's free because I have an extra spell slot.
Yes.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
15 temporary hit points.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. And
Although you're
I'm
on
going
deck.
to move behind
What?
everyone.
You're on deck.
Oh, okay.
You take a step back. Olo, your turn.
Can you describe the situation again for me?
It is a 40-foot by 40-foot stone cave, roughly, with a lot of edges. And they're in sort of a circle, like if you put a bunch of little Tyson's mini pizza pockets on a plate in like a... when you're going to put it in the microwave so that they heat evenly.
Yeah, that's what we're going
They're
with.
set like that.
I have no
I have a
idea what
perfect
you're
image in my
talking
head,
about.
actually.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They're in a circle around the room.
Okay. There are ovens in a circle around the room?
No.
No.
There are big
Pizza
scary...
rolls.
Big pizza rolls.
There's ovens in a circle.
And it starts heating up and spinning.
No!
Ah!
The
Stay towards
pizza rolls are
center.
getting overcooked! There are 6 dragons in a circle in a circular room.
Oh god.
Right. So
Okay. They're living? They're not like statues
Yes,
or
they're
anything?
living.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright.
They're living statues.
I'm the god of descriptions.
So they're like in a circle in the center, or like around the edge?
Around the edge.
I'm just gonna fire across. Well,
Just into the room as a warning shot.
what?
I'm sorry, I need to stop talking forever.
I'm gonna open my bag of tricks and throw some.
Okay.
Nice.
Chuck your bag into the, or your trick into the room.
Cool. I got a giant octopus.
All right. To meet the 6 of them sprout 8 limbs in the room. Does he roll? He goes on your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually don't have him go on the turn that I throw him.
Yeah,
off, though,
summoner
so.
sickness and all that. All right. The
Summoner sickness.
first guard drake is going to step up and attack the octopus in the room.
Yeah, that's right.
What's his AC?
11.
Okay. He bites at it, and your octopus bats it away, and then he whips its tail, and the octopus rips the tail, and does nothing.
Alright. Is that wait? Is he actually grappled?
He catches the tail and bats it away.
Oh, okay, got it.
Both of the attacks of the drake miss. 3Co will step forward and throw a chaos bolt into the room.
Oh,
Actually hits.
nice. As if there wasn't enough chaos. Thank you.
Okay, he does some damage. It explodes on the back of one of them and begins to fizzle away.
Oh.
That was his turn. Another one will step forward and try to eliminate the octopus in the center of the room yet again. And his
I got
bite.
a natural 20.
Did it really? Did that really land on a natural 20?
No, I don't know. You got a 14.
All right, cool. Well, I actually got an 18 because I got a 5 and I missed. So his tail will swing around and slap your octopus for 6 damage,
Dang.
bludgeoning damage.
Andrew, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it through this.
Another one steps forward to end Andrew's life for the moment. And they all suck ass because I'm rolling for him. Nothing happens.
Would you like me to roll?
What? Why did I put Olo twice?
I don't know.
Olo gets 2 turns.
It's a mystic ability.
I'll tell you. It's your turn.
I should be last, actually.
Okay, so 6 of them you said. And,
Combat's hard.
Are there any of them next to the octopus?
2 of them. 3 actually.
Alright, with my speed of 45, can I
Okay.
flank?
Yes, you can.
I will rage
Step into the
and
room.
flank one of them
Okay.
and attack them twice.
Ha!
Jeez. 15?
I
Okay.
took all your luck. I
Wow.
took all your luck!
15 and 10.
The first one hits. Roll damage.
Oof.
I can't reroll that.
Nope.
That's 7 damage.
All right, 7 damage. That hurts him
Wait, is
very,
that-
very slightly. It is another one who is actually going to step behind you and flank you. He is going to make a bite and a tail attack. His bite gets a 19,
That would hit.
and his tail gets a not natural 20.
That
Oh,
would hit.
dang.
You will take 13 piercing and bludgeoning damage.
Is that among all of them put together?
Yes,
Is
that
that
is
already halved?
both of his attacks put together, not halved. I'll let you take care of the halving for this
Six.
one.
6.
That's 5.
Yep, I'm aware.
Conrad, your turn.
So, the drake that flanked Altai, I'm gonna flank that.
You're going to make a conga line of damage.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. What are you going to do?
What's the closest one to me?
It would actually be that one.
Okay, then
Okay.
I am gonna do the conga line then.
All right. Conga line it up, Conrad.
Okay.
Roll attack with advantage.
Oh.
Mhm.
You need the DM one. Yeah. You need the DM one.
So that's unnatural 20
Okay, that hits.
and 16
All right, roll damage.
for both.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's 2 and why not? I'll do a
Divine Smite.
Yeah.
Nice. I think to make this a little easier, just because I have to manage all the numbers and everything, I'll let you describe how you do the damage.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
And because I'm losing my creativity, it's tough.
Ooh, pretty good. So I'm using a calculator. because
All right.
I don't want to.
Math is cool, kids. It lets you kill dragons.
Yep.
8 plus 6 plus 5 plus another 6. Oh, I do 25 damage.
My goodness, that is awesome.
Scripts versus
This is
cancels.
almost massive damage. Yeah, you describe it.
So, I see Altai get cornered by this drake, so I walk up and then I like unleash my first strike, and then I'm like, you know what? I really don't like this guy. So as I go with the second strike, my blade starts glowing, and then all
Okay.
that energy goes straight into the drake.
That's awesome. The radiant energy explodes onto him. Abras, your turn.
How many are still along the wall?
That would be 2 of them.
Two of
Have
them?
not yet moved.
Okay. In an area 30 feet long along
Okay.
the wall, and I cast tidal wave.
Ooh,
Tidal
dang!
wave, so it'll arc around the outside of the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a whirlpool.
Yeah. Like when you're in a hot tub and I need to stop.
I didn't realize how all this would work. With
When
the
you're in a
giant
hot tub
octopus.
cooking pizza rolls.
They need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Like when you overcook the pizza rolls and start to like spill out a little bit.
17, 6, and 16.
Yes.
17, 6, and 16. One fails.
Okay.
2 succeed. So 2 will take half damage.
Yes.
Can I have another D8?
Mhm.
And the one that failed is knocked prone.
Okay.
11.
Have any of them died yet?
So 20 damage to one, and then
Wow.
the other 2 take 10.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
Water.
And then as a bonus action.
So describe exactly what happens.
Abras just like flicks a tiny drop of water
Okay.
off of her finger,
Booger.
and then it's just like a giant wave kind of comes down from above them and
Okay.
just sweeps
That's
tries
awesome.
to sweeps the water out from underneath them, but it doesn't work very well.
One of them gets
Except
knocked
for
over
one
and the
of
other
them is
two
like
Ah.
dig their talons
and then
into the
as
earth.
a bonus action, I will wild shape into a giant elk.
All right. Big ass elk in the hallway. The one that was knocked prone will stand up and he will flank your octopus,
How dare he?
taking him down, Tim. All right, that is a 18
Misses.
and high.
I'm just kidding.
Get out of here and higher. So that one does 13 piercing and bludgeoning damage. What?
You have a look on your face.
You're
You're
just like,
Nani?
Please.
Another one will step around again and flank him.
Oh man, no washing there.
And rolls 2 2s because I'm
Oh, yeah.
fucking trash. And a 4 and a 1. Hire me for your DM. You'll win.
Just the fact that those are your
also
advantage
available
rolls.
on our
That's
merch store,
hilarious.
Logan.
Yeah. You can buy me. I come in a basket. All right. Top of the round,
roll
Cat.
Filled with
bad.
fleas.
Alright, I'm gonna run.
I roll bad.
I'm gonna run forward,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna look at. Jeez.
Oh, there you go.
Are they just all surround? There's an octopus. There's
Yeah.
Altai, and then Abras said a tidal wave.
There are 5 of them standing around the octopus. One of yeah, they have all drawn forward. So the only one standing between Altai and Conrad is the one that is outside of the circle.
Is there one that Altai or Olo is attacking right now?
Altai is attacking one close to the octopus.
There's
Alright.
one, yeah, and the giant octopus is probably next to them as
Okay,
well.
I'm going to make that one. I'm gonna have the one that she's attacking. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it. He's
Okay.
gonna make a Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Gets a natural 1.
Cool. He's gonna take some
Gotta
psychic
love
damage, and he has to spend his reaction running away from everybody else. If you have
Alright.
not used your reaction, you get an attack of opportunity.
Woo!
But I need to do the damage to him. I might just kill it by doing it. So, 2, 3.
Which one is this? Is this the one that's on the opposite side of Altai to Conrad?
Yes.
Holy crap! 6, 12. That's 18.
I'll tell you, how much damage did you do
22.
last time?
7.
7. Okay.
That's 22 psychic damage.
All
it
right,
takes.
that is insane.
And then it runs away.
Mm-hmm. It will run down the hall. There are 2 halls on
And
the other
then
end.
I
of it.
attack it.
Okay.
'Cause it's,
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Hey, not natural 20.
Roll damage.
Actually, did.
Just kill him.
Whew. There we go. 13.
All right, 13 damage. Describe it. It's not dead, but-
It's like stone, right?
No,
No,
they-
they become not stone and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just like slice like across its back as it turns
Okay.
to run.
Kent looks stupid. He just runs in and he goes, and it's just like, ow!
You're the Doctor Strange of the party.
Yeah.
Blood begins to pour out of the back of this creature as it runs down the hall to the east. Who are we at? That was Ket. So Olo.
Okay. First, I'm gonna have the giant octopus try and like tentacle and grab one of them.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Naval content.
Is there any that he can flank and get advantage on?
No, he is surrounded by all of them.
Okay, cool. Got a 13.
All right, that does not hit.
Oof.
All right. He
Olo's
just kind of like slimes.
Get.
All right, that's his action, and then Olo is going to run forward with the spear.
Okay.
Can he flank one of them?
Pretty much any of them on your end.
Okay.
Conrad is behind one, between him and Altair.
I'll go one that is
Okay.
trying to go after the octopus.
Okay.
That I can flank. Okay. And attacking with the spear.
All right. Roll attack.
Natural 1.
Good job, Olo.
Describe your failure.
I probably like as the octopus is like swinging, I probably like swing for him, and then the guy dodges out of the way, and I like stab the tentacle.
Oof. All right, the octopus will take 5 damage. Okay. So he's doing fine. It is another one's turn. It is going to turn around and attack you, Altair, effectively flanking you. That is a 17 and a 17.
Both of those would hit.
Okay, you will take, that will be 13 damage before reduction.
6.
Boo. Nothing. Come on, hit me. Come hit me. I'm gonna hit.
You're way over there.
Come here.
Okay, so Threeko will step forward. Does he have any weapons? Oh, he has a breath weapon. Yeah, you can do that.
One.
I'm sorry.
He'll step forward and spew gas out of his mouth, and it envelops 3 of these creatures, doing shit damage. Ooh, my favorite kind. Yeah, their scales begin to sort of peel back and flake off as they are enveloped in this gaseous pain.
Nice.
All right, that will be another one who's going to turn around and attack him because that was mean. Gets a natural 20 because everything hates Threeko.
Poor Threeko.
All right, he takes some damage. It bites into him and blood begins to spew out of his arm, but he healed last round, so he's not dead yet already. Okay, I'll tell you your turn.
All right. Is there one that I can easily flank?
There was one between you and Conrad
Perfect.
who
I'll take
looks
him.
severely damaged.
I
I
will
believe
attack
you
him.
did 25.
Yes,
Okay.
I did.
First attack, 19.
That's a hit.
That hits. I'll roll damage for that to see if I kill him before
Okay.
I roll my second attack. 10 damage.
Okay, that does not kill him.
All right, and I'll swing again then with a 22.
That's a
Where's
hit.
my luck?
Nice.
You took mine. Everybody took
Another
mine.
10 damage, so 20 damage total.
All right, this thing looks incredibly wounded, but it is still
2
standing.
more
its ground.
slices across the back.
Holy crap, this is
These
just
got
one of them?
so much health.
Oh.
Well, you're not hitting the one that.
I did the, oh.
They do shit damage.
Is this the same one that I did
No,
the line thing?
No, that
we've
one ran
doubled
down
it.
another hall.
Yeah,
Oh.
we've split our damage, but
Okay.
still, that's still like 45 damage.
Jeez.
It's going to turn back at Conrad with its probably dying breath and is going to try and attack you.
Oh, good luck.
Gets a 15 and a 23.
You gave it too much luck.
No, it's not. It's a 15 and 4 plus whatever because I have luck.
Uh-oh.
And neither of those
The
hit.
best,
It's a 15 and a 4?
Yes, I rolled a 4 because I have lucky. And
Oh.
anybody that attacks me, I can give them a different roll.
Okay. All right.
lucky feed.
No, he doesn't. Fuck you, Logan. Did you roll well?
No, you didn't. Did you roll well once?
Logan rolled
Oh
nice.
my god, guys, I finally rolled really well, Layton. Doesn't happen.
Lucky
Thanks for
is
watching.
the best.
I'm gonna go 2 levels on a wizard. I'm gonna pick divination. I'm gonna have the little thing where I can change dice rolls as well. I'm just gonna fuck you.
Don't
So
you
I'm going to
love-
bring Ozymandias into this game.
Ozymandias?
Oh no. What?
Don't you love?
Another
I
one's
actually
going
really like that ability. I
Yeah.
think it's cool.
I actually have a character combination that was told to me that just straight up breaks any game. I'll talk about it after this because I don't want to introduce that into the moment.
All right. 2 of them successfully. 1 of them does 2 attacks on the octopus, and it will take another 13 damage.
Noise.
Conrad, you just went, right?
No.
Okay. Then go.
Ooh, I'm gonna attack the one that tried to attack me
Okay.
with advantage.
Yes.
So that's 24
Oof.
All right.
and 26.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Finally, we killed one. There's 6 of them.
Jeez. Just leave. I'm tired.
My first
Call it
hit
out.
just like goes across its back,
Okay.
and with my second one, it like cuts its head off as it comes out.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like a combo in Shadow of Mordor.
Nice, yeah.
All right, so that one falls to the ground and blood pours out of its back.
Oh, and also, I'm gonna look over and see Thrico.
Mhm.
I'm gonna run over to him, and it's an action, so I can't do it.
Make
Never
him
mind.
not die.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
yeah,
so
he
you're
can just
unconscious?
die. What? No,
Okay.
he just sucks. Avarice, your turn.
Okay.
I was gonna say, wait, I thought he was still alive.
Are the ones against the wall still
He's
against the
so
wall?
bad. No, they're all surrounding either the octopus or next to these 2.
Are any of them 20 feet away from me? Like how far away are they?
Where are you standing? Are you still in the
Still
hallway?
in the hallway, yeah.
Yes, this is a 45
I would
by
like
40
to do
room.
a charge
Yeah.
attack.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Big ass elk.
So.
Bull rush it.
That's better.
Can you flank with a charge attack?
Yes. It's preoccupied on
Natural
another
20?
creature.
Oh my
You barrel-
gosh.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw. No, a strength saving throw.
To not poop his pants.
Not
To
go
just
prone.
shoved your
To not go
forearm into
prone.
his-
So I do.
I think Logan didn't roll too well.
Roll damage.
Okay, so I need.
Rolled a 2 again.
So that's 3.
I'm sorry,
So I do 2d6 for the ram attack, and then it does an extra 2d6 because I charged it.
Okay.
So,
But you also crit.
and I also crit.
So it's
how-
8d6.
Okay, I need.
That's 8d6, you said?
Is that 8?
Okay.
6. Cool.
You see, I'm not going to win by intimidation or damage. I'm going to win by persistence and length. All my wars are wars of attrition now. You will starve in this game.
Dang it.
30.
I know how to kill this party, actually. Old age.
Logan is.
Three.
I'm an elf. I never age,
Hey,
basically.
31.
die. She
I wasn't counting.
Yeah. Oh, so I
Look,
recounted it.
by the way, they're talking about us as Avengers. Logan isn't Thanos because he never succeeds. So he's basically Ultron. He throws a shit ton of enemies that die easily in the fray.
I liked Ultron.
31 damage.
31?
And then if he. What did he get on the strength save?
Also, apparently, all I is Thor.
You got a 5.
New Doctor
Okay, he's not prone.
Okay. How do you want to do that?
Nice.
I crush him to death with my hooves. Oh wait, no,
Big
with
ass
my horns.
hooves.
Not my hooves.
All
I
right,
could've
he
poop
gets
detected
gored
this
by a
one.
forest princess.
Can
Another.
he be like hanging from my...
You are big enough to do that, so
You're
yes.
so brutal!
Another one will bolt around
Holy crap.
and try to do some damage to anyone. That would be you.
Like how
Mhm.
Kent is like really nice and sweet. It's just like.
A 22 and a natural
Headaches.
20.
Huh?
22 and a natural 20.
Okay, that
you will
would
take
hit.
19 damage.
Okay, I'm fine.
It begins to bite at the back of your legs.
Are you actually?
No.
Giant
She's a
elves
druid,
have
yeah.
Oh,
40
okay. I forgot
points.
she's still a giant elf.
She has 1,000,000 health. What is even happening? Ket, kill something.
I run over to one of them that's attacking Abris.
Okay.
I'm gonna flank it.
Okay.
I'm gonna some icy nails and attack him.
All right. Roll attack.
Please. Of course, it's a melee attack.
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
And
My
All
other
right.
personal favorite.
oh my gosh.
Whoa!
Oh my gosh. 18 cold damage. That's
Okay.
That's more than I can do in a hit.
How much damage? 18?
18. That's a cantrip.
Oh,
So
And I'm like, come on, hit me!
Is that
my other
max?
favorite was I just looked into 16 billion universes, and how many of them does Ket crit with an Eldritch Blast? One.
It's called icy savagery, but
Yeah.
it's
But did you? Was that max damage?
Olo, your turn.
no max it would be 20
Alright.
damage.
I am going to heal Andrew. Like, hey Andrew, you're pretty cool. And then he's like, and he gets all
As
happy.
you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Avarice is the most fucked up kind of druid there is. She's like secretly like bloodthirsty for everything, but she just doesn't show it.
She's a natural predator. She has no mercy for the things below her in the food chain, but she has respect for everything else.
Yep.
So what's Andrew doing?
And then Andrew's gonna tentacle one of them.
Okay.
Is there one that he can get advantage on by flanking?
One of them ran away.
There's one of them that's attacking.
No, he came back.
Abris.
Yes, there's one that Ket and Abris are attacking,
Okay,
so
can I
that one
flank
you
that?
can flank.
Cool. 22.
All right, that hits.
Okay. And that's 2d6. So that's 9 damage,
Okay.
and it's grappled.
All right. It is embraced by 4 tentacles.
Nice.
All right, the one that is attacking Altai
Yo.
doesn't really have the chance to run away, so he is going to turn around. And Conrad, you killed it, so he doesn't get attack of opportunity, but he still rolled 2 24s.
Hit me?
Yeah.
Those both hit.
That'll be 13 before reduction.
6 again.
3Co is going to be a piece of shit and die on his own turn.
Oh no.
Oh. Poor 3
What can he do?
Use a cantrip.
He's got sorcery points. Okay, yeah,
You got
what
this,
are...
man.
No,
Use a
3 is
cantrip.
actually really cool. Like,
Thanks.
Was he not?
Maybe,
Was he not
maybe,
before?
Maybe if we encourage him.
If you hype
he'll
him
hit
up.
something.
Clap hard enough.
Yeah, come on, 3Co.
Alright.
Clap if you believe in 3
Even Ket can hit these things.
Alright, this one is, he is actually able to
That's on
flank
lucky
it.
streak.
Ket's on a lucky streak today.
Yeah.
And he gets a... That would be... Oh, he hits! Congrats,
Oh my God.
dude.
Incredible.
Amazing, truly amazing. He does 8 damage.
Hey, it's better than
All right,
0.
so
It's
that
2
would
zeros
be-
stacked on top of each other.
28. Okay, so that is his turn. What are we looking at? That would be the one that is on the other end of the octopus, is going to arc around and try and kill the giant elk.
Oh boy.
He gets a 15 and a 24.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay.
How much health does a giant elk have?
42.
He does 13 damage.
So,
You poopy pants,
29.
attack me.
There's one more who 3Co just attacked. He is going to turn around and try and attack Ket.
Hit me! Hit me!
But
Hit me!
3Co gets to react with an action.
Alright, there you
Did I not give him a weapon? He punches it in the butthole and does
Yeah,
1
that's
What
what
damage.
Cat doesn't have anything, he just would
Logan.
punch.
I thought he had a scimitar.
No, that was made of
Oh, yeah.
shadows.
Oh, Shadowblade.
So it is going to turn and attack you, Ket.
Eh.
It gets
Oof.
a 28
Ooh, that hits.
and a 16.
I regret this, but go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'll be 13 damage.
13 damage? Those are 2 separate attacks, right?
Yes.
He takes 10 cold damage as
Alright.
my armor. He's just eating
Isn't
off
it
of.
isn't it equal to the spells to the spell slot used to cast it?
No, it's
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa!
So
if
if
a
that was
creature
a
exceeding melee technically has these.
So if that was a 3rd level spell slot, he'd take 15 damage twice. So he would take 30 damage from each twice.
Jeez, holy crap! This spell is awesome!
Yeah.
Oh my god! How much damage did you do? 13.
Mm-hmm.
He took more than double the damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh! So I'm like, come on, just one of you hit me, and one of them runs over and bites, and he attacks, and it just crunches.
As this giant creature is arcing toward you, you see in the back he go like that.
He comes over and he bites onto me, and it doesn't even do anything. He just bites off a bunch of ice, and then he goes over, and he's just like bleeding from the ice. It's like penetrating into his mouth, and then he bites over again, and
It's a
and
tail
then,
attack.
Oh, the tail goes over and just like the armor actually spikes out when he hits me, and it breaks away off that armor a bit, but it stabs him into the tail, and he just dies.
All right. Altair.
Ah, sucking bitch!
How many more are there?
There, the 2 next to you have fallen. There are 3 more.
Okay. Is the one that I can flank? The one with the elk?
If you use your full action, you can wrap around the elk. Yes.
Cool. I will use my movement. I have
Did we
45
skip my turn?
No, you're after Altair.
Okay.
I have 45 feet of movement,
we
so
did.
I'll wrap around,
Okay.
and then I will attack twice.
All right.
Alright, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That's a D12, buddy.
You know,
2 and a 6. 2 and a 6.
I should have taken the D12 because the D12 was a 10 and this is a 6. Got an 11 and
Dang it.
a 24.
Okay. 1 hits.
Could I take the D12 roll for the first hit and make it a 15?
No,
No.
you can't.
Damn it!
He's like the worst he can get
Can
because he
we
can't
roll
reroll
ones
if
and
it's a 1 or a
twos?
2.
7.
7. All right. Which one are you attacking? There are 2 that look pretty hurt, and then 1 that is actually in its
The,
prime.
the one that was closest to me.
Okay, so that'll be that one. How much did you do?
Remember I was
7.
complaining about how underpowered Cat is?
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Honestly,
I
No,
didn't
you
even
learned
realize
one
that
as
that
a
did that much
realistically
damage. That's insane.
speaking, if you that spell is really awesome against literally what Logan made. A bunch of creatures that do little damage and a bunch of hits.
Mhm.
But if you get a
okay.
creature that just breaks it in 1 hit, then it doesn't do that. It's not that great.
Conrad, your turn.
So that one that you said was in its prime,
Mhm.
how far away is that from him?
That's about 30 feet.
So it's very
Okay.
specific, but if you catch it.
Perfect. I'm gonna
Alright.
run up to it. I'm gonna use my shield to like shove it to the ground. So it's
Okay.
just strength.
That-
It's a shove.
That would
What is
be a. Oh,
My
what-
strength against your strength or dexterity.
What is it? Are you doing
Shove?
a shove? It would be athletic. It would
No,
be,
it's shield bash.
Yeah, no,
a shove
It
is
says it's a shove. It's a
a
bonus action.
shove is an
Okay.
attack roll by you,
Yeah.
and if you hit, then you do the shove action.
Okay.
Okay.
What he said.
I got natural 16, so
Oh, okay.
Plus.
That hits.
plus, yeah. So now it's the shove. So
Okay.
just to see if he's on the ground. Or,
We will contest strength.
yes. What did you get?
10.
Oh, okay, we're good. I got natural 9, but plus like 7.
Paul, learn to do math. Okay.
Just 16.
Roll damage,
Okay.
and he will be pinned.
Actually, that doesn't do any damage. It just knocks him to the floor.
Okay.
So now I have advantage because he's prone.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So now I'm just gonna do my normal attacks.
All right. You cow tip the dragon.
Count it.
20. Not
20
natural.
damage?
No.
Oh,
20. to
okay.
hit.
Roll
And then-
damage.
11. And here's my next one.
Okay.
14.
14. That hits.
Okay, cool.
Roll damage for that, and describe how you do these 2 attacks.
Ooh, okay. That's 13 damage.
13 damage. All right. He looks pretty hurt, but he's not down.
And so I just run up and I hit him with my shield
Okay.
to like the ground, and I just like.
Nice.
All right. You cut into him. Abris, your turn.
If I move, does anything get opportunity attack?
2 of them will, yes.
Oh no.
There's
Okay.
one that's restrained, so.
There's one that's
Yeah.
restrained.
Okay.
I will attack the one that's restrained with
Okay.
my.
A giant elk with a dead dragon in its horn steps over to you.
God.
Oh, I'm
That's
right
awesome.
next to that one.
You're attacking the one that's prone, right?
Oh, I didn't know I was that close.
He just smacked
Well,
it to the ground with his shield.
There's also the octopus that's restraining one because it's grappled.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna attack
yeah.
the one that is prone
Okay.
because then I can use my hooves attack.
Oh boy.
He's gonna
All
get
right,
some.
roll
hooves.
over.
This- I don't know what the attack bonus for this is. I think it's plus.
Okay.
7. Yeah, that's 16 plus 7. Is that?
That hits.
Yeah, cool.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can I have?
Yeah, this one's AC while it's prone
Yeah.
is actually
One?
30.
Yeah.
It's a special ability that only he gets. His mom gave
Only
it to
while
him.
he's pro.
Yeah.
God damn.
Y'all are monsters.
Such a good spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
Early levels, it kind of sucks, but
17
once you get
damage.
higher health amount
Okay,
to
how do you
it,
wanna do that?
It's insane. Imagine
Probably very
that,
graphically.
Yes.
Okay.
I squish his face with my hooves.
Armor
Stop,
ranges.
stop.
Conrad, you turn away.
Oh.
Because this is too graphic to bear.
Oh my! What did you do?
She stomped it to death.
Oh, jeez.
Curb stomped my
You
dragon.
curb stomped.
Yeah, you like kick its head to a rock and go,
Have you guys ever seen that video?
What?
I don't have to show it to you.
No.
I'll show it to you later.
No! Where are we at, Abras? Okay, your turn.
Oh, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna
How many-
expend a spell slot to regain some hit points.
How
Okay.
many are left?
2. They
There's
both
one being
look very
grappled by an
damaged.
octopus.
One being grappled by an octopus, and one that is standing behind her.
Okay. I am going to. It's standing behind her.
Yes.
So ready to attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna weave my hands forward and then just like twist as
Okay.
all of the air around it just begins to freeze and needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
5.
Cool.
Did you
It's
think it
now
would roll
covered
good?
in frost
Ever?
and cold. It takes not very much damage. 7 cold damage, but it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
Oh.
Icy Savagery, what is that spell?
Olo, your turn.
Oh, okay. Ola's going to stab the one that Andrew's holding.
Okay. Roll attack.
Yep. His advantage because it's restrained.
Yes.
Carnival Savagery.
And he got
So no,
a
it's
22.
poison damage.
That's a hit.
Okay. And alright, it's just gonna do roll normal
Okay.
damage.
We flavored it to do
What one is
ice damage.
This is psychic and magical damage, just so you know.
Okay.
Fruity
And
Breeze.
it's only 5 damage.
Wow.
And then
Does not die.
Andrew's gonna squeeze it.
Those are
Okay.
the only two
Roll
reflavored
attack.
spells.
Higher than a 14.
Yes. You got a 21.
Andrew rips it apart.
Oh my gosh. Wait, he
This-
like grabs it and like pulls
Yeah,
it.
he's like been holding on to it.
To describe that, can I be like, I like stab it and it creates like enough of a tear to where
Okay.
he just kind of like squeezes
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's nasty! Oh my god! You just curb stomped one, you got one in your horns, and you're like tearing them up like you. Oh my lord!
This side would just like swing an axe at him, or
Woo!
Uh,
You guys are like.
and they call me the barbarian.
It's awesome.
I did decapitate one.
Can't you
That's
take? Oh, disadvantage. That's right.
He has disadvantage on that attack. Is he attacking me?
Yes. You take 6 damage.
6 whole damage from one attack or 2 attacks?
The bite misses, so it lashes you with your tail.
And it takes
okay.
15
And
damage.
then it takes 15 damage that hits me with
How do you
the
want to do
tail.
this?
It's coming. It's swinging over towards me, and it's coming towards my face. And I just hold up my hands, and as it does, they crystalline form into like this spike, and it slams into me. It still hits me, and I fall to the ground, but it just and falls over and dies.
All right.
that
The
broke
last 2 had 1 and 2 hit points
Oh.
on the round of their death.
Oh my gosh! How much damage was that? 15.
Yeah.
All
No, you
right.
took 6.
You're
Oh.
now surrounded by flesh and scales.
Guys, that was pretty brutal. Holy shit!
Wait,
Avers is trying to tip the guy that's on the horns off.
Oh,
I'll walk over.
Avers,
I'll walk over and I'll like pull him off for you. Why did you keep him on? Does the elk shrug at me?
You guys, I'm kind of bleeding out over here.
Oh, you alright? Okay.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna walk up and
His
like.
leg is like pooling with blood.
How many hit points does he have?
3,
Oh,
no,
to the
like
smack.
once is max.
18.
So you
18. Okay, I'm gonna give him 18.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna get him up to 18.
Yeah,
So
okay.
15.
All right. He undies.
He undied. He is the undying.
Oh no.
No,
Can
he
I-
died.
Cut meat off of the dragons.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, are you gonna eat
What
that?
are you doing?
Look, I can't always afford food.
Isn't that basically
I just
kind
gave
of
you money, man. Come
Uh,
on. He's not a dragon.
No, but those are like humans. Aren't they? Kind of?
No.
Isn't
No, these were like dogs.
Yeah, these are drakes.
Yeah, there's a lot of variations of dragons, man.
I'm just eating dog.
Yeah?
Eating it raw?
No, I'm saving it for later.
Okay.
I put it in my bag of tricks.
It's really tough meat.
Ooh, can I like skin one and get like scales? Like a large hide.
It'll take a few minutes.
Can I ask a question? Are we continuing from here, or are we gonna call it here for now?
It's up to you guys if you want to do the full dungeon.
I do want to do the full dungeon, but if we run out of time,
We can just cut the episode up.
it's up to you.
Okay.
What is?
I'd be okay.
What is the full? Like, how much longer is the full dungeon?
You are about a quarter of the way in.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, we did just start.
Would it be okay to call it now because Colton thought that these episodes usually take like 2 hours?
They usually do, yes.
So
Did
we
you
have
make
something
plans?
tonight?
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
I'm
I
sorry.
do have plans.
Everybody,
That's right.
before we finish today's episode,
otherwise,
go
I'll
ahead,
tell you could just
flood
leave.
the chat, shame Colton.
Shane's
all
Spencer
my
as well.
fault.
She made plans with her grandma.
No!
Sorry.
Who did?
Me.
Oh,
I
so
was
you have
about to
plans
say
too
something
tonight?
mean,
Well,
but I love
my
grandmas.
grandma can chill at her house. I mean, it's not like she's gonna.
No, it's
be upset at me, but-
it's fine. We have a party member.
That was a really fun game, though.
All right, cool. I'm glad.
Does that mean I gotta come back and?
God damn it, Paul, you're coming back.
Dude, Paul has been a special guest for what will be his 3rd game now.
I know.
At what point does he become a regular?
When he's been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
So never.
Yeah,
Aw.
that's alright.
No, just a joke.
Alright.
All right.
I felt very powerful today's game, so that was nice.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah,
I
I
did-
feel like
I did.
feel like all of Altai's power got sucked into Ket somehow.
The old man finally talked to you again.
The giant elk goes in, sits down, and takes a short rest.
Ooh,
You're taking a
we
short
don't
rest.
have time
In the
for
middle
that.
of the
We should
dungeon?
keep
Yeah.
going.
I'm tired.
Well, we
We
gotta
should keep
go.
going.
Or you
We don't
saved
have
a
time.
minute outside.
Get up! We gotta go!
Easy roller dice.
What that guy said.
Yay!
I have to get up now, so
Go take your poop, man.
I'm gonna miss you.
He does every hour.
You
like this.
specifically. You know who I'm talking about.
What's her name?
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, guys.
And
Bye-bye.
that's the end of the stream.
Someone
We're
draw
all-
giant elk eyebrows, please.
Alright. Ah!